finishing fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
No disadvantage to Zaya, but then he...
Waiting too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, but turning.
Watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from around the world tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in between, welcome to the ESFL, and this is ESFLW Elimination Chamber, our 5th event in our ESFLW lineage. We are live on Twitch and on YouTube. We are playing some WWE 2K22. I am your host and commentator for the evening, Kingsley. Alongside me is the one, the only Novanta. How are you doing today, man?
Oh, hail the king. You thought Elimination Chamber ended Saturday night? No, we're just getting started with a fantastic card that's stacked from top to bottom.
It is stacked from top to bottom, coming from our last event from the Royal Rumble that we have for ESFLW. We have a big banger of a card. As we take a look here, we have an Elimination Chamber match, ESFLW Xbox Series X title that is involving 6 legitimate contenders, especially the champion, Jelly Green Giant, defending his title, along with so many matches. And starting off, we also have a PS4 title match that's coming up right as soon as we're done with this fight card. But looking at all these matches right here, triple threats, single matches to prove themselves to be capable of being part of ESFLW Mania. Noventa, what are you looking forward to the most in this card?
When it comes right down to it, it has to be the main event. Elimination Chamber is not necessarily about beating your opponent as fast as possible, but being able to manage the waiting game as you wait for your pot to open. That right there puts a whole new layer on things, and definitely the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, and absolutely. We have a bunch of announcements coming up soon as well, because again, along with that, other matches with the Elimination Chamber and the 2 title matches, we also have Hollywood Mud, who won his Royal Rumble match from ESFLW 4. He is going to make his decision at the end of the main event, so we will know what is going to be one of the main events of ESFLW Mania. But before we get to all of that, we still have so many matches to go, 7 matches in total. So let's start off with a bit of a banger for the title of the ESFLW PS4 scene. It is going to be Randy Savage's Burner, who is 2-0, going against someone who is also undefeated in DJ. Now, as we remember, we saw both guys fight in previous events. Randy Savage's Burner, he is the champion. What are you looking for in this match when he goes against someone who is also undefeated, Novanta?
Look, I gotta be honest with you. You know me, I'm an Xbox guy, but this right here, starting off the card, says a lot about the magnitude of this one. 2 or 3 falls means you can't really get lucky twice. You have to be able to incapacitate your opponent in such a way to walk out the champ and make a statement. So that's what I'm looking for. A hard-hitting match, a lot of high-impact moves, and it's more especially nice that what do you call that? I'm drawing a blank here. That management of your speed, that management of your stamina. There it is, to make sure you walk out on top. I'm getting old. Leave me alone. All right.
Yeah, but speaking of, I think we're getting word in the back. I think we had a little bit of controversy. It's saying that, oh my God. Okay, breaking news, everybody. So for a title match, we're having a best 2 out of 3 falls match in the first matchup. So already a new stipulation is coming ahead. We have Randy Savage's Burner versus DJ, 2 out of 3 falls match for the PS4 title. Let's get straight to that matchup right here, Noventa. As we see, it is going to be Randy Savage's Burner as Rikishi going against the challenger who is playing as the Ultimate Warrior.
Well, we're talking about high impact moves. The Ultimate Warrior has done that for generations. A figurehead of wrestling as it is right now. And well, unlike the real Ultimate Warrior, I can guarantee you this one won't be blown from the record when the bell starts.
Speed, agility, aggressiveness, that is the style of the Ultimate Warrior. And that's what DJ is going to need to be the new champion. We have always seen Randy Savage's Burner as the champion for the PS4 side after winning a triple threat match and winning the contest against the opponent to gain the title. Can he possibly be the second ever PS4 champion for WWE 2K22 in the ESFLW? Only time will tell. But again, We've seen Rikishi before, who was about to come out, but Randy Savage's burner, he is a proven champion here and throughout, and he's undefeated for a reason, Novanta.
I got a bigger question. Can you wear fringes around your biceps anymore, or is that totally an 80s thing?
Wasn't that always like a 90s, 80s thing?
I want to bring that back. I should bring it back. But you're absolutely right. Hall of Famer Rikishi, and the second Hall of Famer in this matchup went down to the ring. I remember so many times watching WWE back in the day, trying to do a little two-step there to mimic Rikishi and Too Cool in the ring.
Every time they would just like break it down and you knew the music was going to play, you just like, you can't help but dancing. You could already see the rhythm and the rhyme of Rikishi walking towards that ring. But in the fact that Randy Savage's burner, the fact that he went with Rikishi, usually not mostly the meta pick for the ESFLW, what do you think his abilities are going to be going to the ring, especially against Ultimate Warrior, who is a Hall of Famer and a legend in this game?
Yeah, that's actually a smart move. I know there's so many other wrestlers that have been featured here in ESFL with higher ratings, but when you pick someone like Rikishi, it's hard to scout. You don't really know who or what has the best meta for Rikishi. The floor is open for them to really try the full breadth of their moveset here.
Yeah, here we go. ESFLW 5 is underway. Again, the champion, Randy Savage's burner, is Rikishi, and the challenger, DJ, is the Ultimate Warrior. And already, a nice counter into a fireman carry. And wait, is he going to try to throw him out of the ring? No, just got to tangle him onto the ropes. And already, that's a good start for the challenger so far.
Yeah, I kind of expected more from Rikishi right after the bell, but you know what? That's what I get for counting out the Ultimate Warrior. A flurry of offense is something we should have expected, and that's what we're getting right now.
Yeah, but then also you have to think about it. Resiliency is going to come into play. And the fact that it's 2 out of 3 falls, has only one pinfall, is not going to do it. You need to be certain and be calculated with your stamina and everything else. Well, again, the damage already in the red health for Rikishi. The champion's on the ropes a little bit and just hit with a facebuster consistently. He's already in the sun, Novanta.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about repeating the moves there, but you know the PS4 title is one of the more prestigious titles in this division for ESFL. So, you know, you're not getting paid by the hour, you're getting paid by the job. So if you get those 2 falls as quick as possible, I can't knock that, baby.
Yeah, you can't knock it. As we see an Irish whip to the corner, already feeling the impact of Rikishi in the yellow body health. And right now, DJ finally gets hit. It's not going to be a perfect like we see in fight games. The spine buster will change the equation for the champ as the champion is on top, trying to bring his opponent back up. Randy Savage's burner trying to find the angle, trying to find a grapple. It's another spine buster, a double back-to-back spine buster for the champion. Right now, you have to think this is very good momentum in this matchup.
Yeah, good momentum. I kind of wish there's a bit more variety of moves on both men. That's why we're still rocking a 1-star contest. But you know what? If you are Rikishi now, it doesn't really matter how you get it done. You have to even the score as we saw right now. But maybe I spoke too soon. Caster curse. We're back on top of it. And now we have ourselves a slugfest in the middle of that ring there, Kingsley.
Yeah, and you have to think, it's a lot of nerves. Usually you're in the co-main or the main event, but the fact that you're starting off ESFLW 5 and you're putting your title on the line, you have to play a lot of mind games in your head and try to outsmart your opponent. And you can already see, both guys trying to go for a grapple, but it only takes like a running grapple to get some offense in. So you have to be very calculated with your situation. But with Ultimate Warrior, he has close to 3 bars, could get the signature, but the counters, the chess match is working really nicely for the champion. As another spine buster he lands.
This right here shows about the resilience of the champion, being able to withstand a flurry of offense out the gate to even the score, to put them back in the contest. There's a lot about their resolve.
A lot of dipping and diving a little bit from the champs and the challengers. We saw a little bit of Undisputed that we usually see from our previous cards, but right now, both guys in the grapple. DJ putting again with an Irish rib, throwing Rikishi into the corner, trying to stop on his opponent, but not really close in range. But again, counters. And so far, even though it's a 2 out of 3 falls match, they're staying completely inside the ring. What would you think would be the change that they would go outside the ring? Because it seems like they're pretty more inclined of just staying inside and trying to get a pinfall.
I say, why not? Best 2 out of 3 falls, and there's really no need to go outside the ring right quite yet. Get that quick fall, and if you have the advantage, and add some extra impact. But if you're coming from behind, if you're looking at saying, hey, look, I got to get myself ahead, that's when you start bringing out the weapons. That's when you start doing things outside of the ring, extracurricular activities, we used to say back in the day.
Yeah, all right. We see both guys have their signature, but Ultimate Warrior has the finisher. He's in position, but he's going to grapple his opponent up. DJ has a chance to get the first fall, but again, another face buster and a kip up. Using one of those blue bars to get a kip up, to get an automatic get up. And right now, this is where the champion can take advantage. He finally knows a way to get back at his opponent. He's trying to wait out his opponent, avoid the strikes, but he can only avoid so much as a headbutt lands. But right now, what can DJ do to land his finisher? He needs to find an opportunity to get it.
Yeah, it looked like it was trying to do more of that breaking of the combo. It just chose wrong there. It goes on the wrong end of that, and it's now crunch time. More now than ever, you may be able to drop the first fall if you're not careful.
Yeah, and for people who want to join in these type of contests, it's easy to do. You just join our ESFLW Discord in the ESFL channel, and it's always a great time. As we see a finisher where you can do moves like that, the slam for Ultimate Warrior. Can he get the pinfall? Only a 2-count. Champion is in trouble. DJ with the first signature in place. Ari again and Rory to a 3-star.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that was a resiliency move. Spine on the pine. This could be the table of turns we need to see from Rikishi here to get themselves ahead with the pinfall.
Yeah, and Rikishi has a finisher. He's working on the arms. He has the health in the yellow so far. He needs to find a way to climb back in. Tries to grab his opponent. A nice duck away from the challenger, and now we're just countering all the way to a vicious clothesline from Ultimate Warrior. Trying to bring up his opponent. Waiting his point. He knows the counters are going to be coming. Goes for another face first. That's been his move so far. I wonder if we're going to see any diversity in this contest from the challenger.
Well, you know what? They're not playing for prize money, but it's not really pretty. Some would say it's cheesing as we did as a kid, but you know what?
Oh, wait a minute.
Rikishi driver is incoming.
That is huge, but his foot is on the ropes, so he could try to take him out. And another thing, he doesn't go for the pin right there. I'm wondering if he's worried about that resiliency. What I heard is that if you have 2 bars of the blue, you can use resiliency. So maybe he's not trying to get him out and trying to put more damage on his opponent.
Well, more damage is great, but sooner or later you have to go for the pinfall, even if you think they're going to kick out there to really desert your dominance, or else you'll be letting that money off the table, opportunities slip away without at least attempting to get ahead in this contest.
Does a ton, goes for a grandpa right here. Champion with a spine on the pine once again, but the kip up again, using one of those blue bars and now a clothesline. But both guys are getting up. The fighting spirit is hot Henry in his championship matchup as counters into a back suplex, just carrying them away.
While we have a back and forth, a tit for tat, a teeter-totter, but someone really has to be the brazen one. Someone has to go for the opportunity because you can't really win a fight. Here's the pin cover. As I said it, this could be where the first fall here, and it is.
Oh, that is one of the first falls. So, okay, he has 1-0. If he gets one more, that is it. But if Rikishi could find a way to get back into this contest, we will have a sudden death pinfall for the win. Whoever wins this will be the champ going into ESFLW Mania. This is huge. The champion's on the ropes, and right now it's just counter over counter, and he's getting some offense in, but he doesn't have the signatures or the finishers that he needs, and he's close to a stun right there, Novanta.
Yeah, you know, before that Carmelo Hayes Apollo Crews matchup, I didn't think you could win the straight sets to the best 2 out of 3 falls, but as it is right now, the Ultimate Warrior has all the momentum, despite the fact they're in the corner quite as yet. Rikishi has a monumental task at hand, and as we say this right now, monumental.
Oh, dude, the stink face is, oh, you can just see the satisfaction from Rikishi. That is a huge stink face. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, not going to use resiliency, but able to kick out right there. But it's good to know that he's able to put damage right there, Novanta.
That's a kick out of pride. You can't imagine jobbing to having a butt in your face. You kidding me? Come on, Kingsley.
It's tough. But you see, he still has another finisher. If he finds a way to get a counter and avoid that stun, he's going to have a chance. But again, DJ doing so well to get his opponent's son, and now he's going to drag him off. I feel like we're going to see the writing on the walls as it's time for a big splash from the Warrior. That has to be it. He has to go for a pin. No, he's going for it again. Double slam into the body. Will we see a new champ? No, kick out. Are you kidding me, Novanta?
That was a kick out that was just all desperation, all instinct. I don't think Rikishi has too many more of those in their tank.
I thought it was, not gonna lie, I thought it was over. There's no way you kick out. You're stunned. You hit 2 finishers on your opponent, and he still kicks out. I think that's resiliency. So he has only 1 more chance, but now the champion, he's on his last legs, and he needs to get a pinfall right now.
I wonder whether or not they're regretting picking the Rikishi option, but maybe I'm just speaking a bit too soon, even though they're a bit on the brunt end of the office of the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, and Ultimate Warrior already to that signature again. The running grapples, the striking, the face busters have been working so well. He's trying to get those strikes off, getting those chops in, gets a clothesline, and now into a sun. I think that was his signature actually. And this is the final slam. That has to be it. We will see a new champion crown, and it is DJ. DJ is your new ESFLW PS4 champion.
Well, both players were definitely going into this contest without nary a loss. Something had to give. I didn't think it would be as emphatic as it was here today, but the Ultimate Warrior, DJ, is a new PS4 champion.
Controversy be damned, we have a new champion, and that means he has a certain way to get into ESFLW Mania, and that's huge for Randy Savage's partner. He takes his first loss in ESFLW competition, so you have to think, what's next for him going into these next couple of cards in these next couple of events? Because we're almost done with the roadmap of WWE 2K22, and our next event, ESFLW Mania, that's going to be the introduction of ESFL of WWE 2K23. So would you think he would he conquered PS4? Do you think he might go to the Xbox division, try to fight for a title there?
I mean, you can always do that because the Xbox is way more superior, but I mean, I gotta say, there's a little bit of a grievance there. Ultimate Warrior won that match. I'm not taking anything away from having the skill to withstand a 2 out of 3 falls matchup, but there was a lot of face busters there. I think if I was on that other side, if I was Rikishi, I would look for a rematch and say, you know what, this time you can't do those moves as often as you do to get myself an opportunity to get that title back.
We will see, because that's only going to be happening in the future, and hopefully the booker will try to figure out a way to give us more of these great
Not
matchups.
me.
But great matchups, we have another good one, and it's on the Xbox side. So we're gonna, Noventa, you're welcome, because we have both guys who are crawling for a victory in D Gamer versus Zaya on the Xbox Series X division. Both guys are 0-3. They have been in the rough patches of their career in LW, and they want to find a way to get back in the winning column here, Noventa.
Oh, absolutely. Even though the win-loss records weren't the greatest, I gotta give a shout out to D4 Gamer there. Daniel Madison has really shown that they were able to hit those impact moves. Some of the decision-making wasn't the greatest, and that's pretty much why they have that 0-3 record. But I think this is a perfect matchup for both competitors to really show out and say, hey, look, give the opportunity, given the spotlight, especially at ESFL 5, how they can come out here the victor.
Yeah, hopefully we could get Zaya back in the lobby. I think he just left out, but going into the matchup, we saw what D Gamer was able to do in that triple threat. As hopefully we could go back to the commentary screen. But going to the matchup, we saw what he's done with his creative wrestler. Usually we allow creative wrestlers with an 88 overall rating. That's the highest they can go. But with someone who's going against a call, we saw what he could do in triple threat. How scary can he possibly be going into one-on-one matchup right here?
Yeah, it says a lot when you say that, hey, look, you can make creative wrestlers here, but you have a skills ceiling. And it says, despite the shortcomings, because 88 is pretty formidable, but it's not on the same par as a Brock Lesnar or the Raw 2001. Being able to understand the moveset and being able to be fluid in the matchup is a lot about your dedication to your creative wrestler and what it means. But to answer your question, Zaya does have a challenge in front of them. It's 0-3, and being able to say, hey, look, I deserve a spot in this division is really more than winning a matchup. You got to win a matchup in such a way that puts the entire locker room on notice.
And I think there's only a good way to put people on notice, as Zaya is using Batista against a wrestler. This is gonna be really good. He's gonna be knocking on the door of a victory and try to see if he could get a victory. But say what you want about Batista, but his power, his strength, his power bomb is so legendary. He's gonna put some problems against D Gamer trying to get his first victory.
Everyone knows the best version of Batista is Blue Tista, but that's besides the point.
Blue
But you're absolutely right. This guy carried SmackDown on his back in the mid-2000s, and here's an opportunity to show how much of a powerhouse Batista is.
Yeah, and such a powerhouse he is. Going to this matchup, forget the entrances. We're just going straight into it. Again, both of these guys are 0-3. They are hungry. They're clawing for victory. And that is shown by what D Gamer's doing right now with these combinations, with these kicks. He is known for these combinations and strikes. But can he keep Batista down? That is going to be the main game plan for D Gamer.
Absolutely. It's definitely a clash of styles here, and that's not a pun of any kind of wrestling kind of class. Batista, the powerhouse, has a little bit of the strength, a lot of the power. Against, you have Daniel Madison, someone who's really cool with strikes, really cool with the speed. Who is going to win out here? That means to be seen.
Yeah, you can see the agility of D Gamer able to counter and bring out the power with a nice side back suplex right there. But again, when you're at this level, you have to be worried about the counters. You have to be worried about the abilities of the person who's controlling these wrestlers. And so far, Zaya, with a purpose, coming up with these strikes and just gut punching his opponent. But again, the back and forth matchup, putting his opponent with an ice wrap and going with a nice European pop a little bit right there. And oh, wait a minute. The art of imitation and flattery is crazy, but I think we're going with the best moves on ever. Oh, but it's a nice counter right there, Novanta.
Well, you talk about trying to showboat too early. You have Batista down for about 3 seconds. That's the thing you don't want to do, is gesture to the crowd. Get the dub, get the win, and move on. Don't be sitting all this time trying to showboat to the audience.
Yeah, but those 3 seconds are what you need to win the victory, to get the pinfall. So hopefully he takes a little bit less time showboating and gets a victory. But again, working on the legs of Batista, already in the red health, but 2 bars for resiliency. Batista is going to be known to be able to kick out a pinfalls if a finisher comes out. But right now, D Gamer. Oh, wait. Oh, the little bells of Belrock going with these power slams right here. And this has to hurt the chest of Batista.
Oh, it has to hurt the chest of Batista, but I'm afraid it's going to make Batista mad and want to get themselves back in the game. And out to the outside goes the animal. Daniel Madison has been rolling so far, but how long is that going to be?
Yeah, how long is it going to take? No, he does the wrong thing. Taunting, gets clothesline in the corner. And right now, it's up to Zaya. What can he do? He knows his opponent has his signature right here. He needs to put punches and bunches onto his opponent and find a way to get his bar back up, possibly to a finisher or his signature. But right now, bringing his opponent up, only to bring him back down to the ground, and goes for a pin. But a nice kick out from D Gamer.
Was that shot from Kevin Dunn? I didn't even see the slam there. But anyway, yeah, you're right. It was a 1 count kick out. That shows that Daniel has a lot more resiliency ready to go.
Yeah, and already, just the fierce forearms from D Gamer, trying to bring a little bit of UFC into the WWE right here. Trying to work on the legs a little bit more and just work on the limbs. A little Viper-esque, going after the limbs and the head, and just the back two, trying to be surgical with his strikes.
Well, surgical with your strikes is really, really cool, but I gotta say, hey, what a super kick into the German suplex. There it is. I should go for the pin now if I was smart. I'm not sure if he is gonna go for the pin. No, was it inflict more damage? And so that's what we're talking about. The actual decision making from Daniel Madison has been so good in this league, but doesn't really know when to go for the pin, and now eats a boot for his troubles.
Yeah, well, ESFLW rules do say that you have to have at least a signature or a finisher be landed to even go for a pinfall. So even though he went for a pinfall before, he wasn't able to get a legal victory. So even though if there's a natural conclusion, he could go for a pinfall, but I think he has that in his game plan, trying to follow the rules a little bit and trying to have a clean victory. But so far, as you were saying, calculated, surgical, striking. He is doing some work on Batista, but now what can he possibly do in this corner right here? I think he's going to do something dangerous right here, Novanta.
Well, that's what I was going to say about the ESFL rules, and that's his flying insecurity. What I was going to say was you'd be able to force the resiliency out from your opponent with a fake pinning combination, then go for the signature, and then the signature touch here. Here's the cover. Referee's in the position. This could be 3 real quickly, and a kick out at 2 from the animal.
The super kick was not enough, but it leads him on the trail for a victory. He has a finisher, and I think he saw this move before. He wants to land it. Can we see Zaya counter it again? He does! That is an opportunity for Zaya. Zaya has his signature. He can find his way back, but he needs to find a way to just avoid the counters. Maybe change up the timing, but these counters, these strikes, these kicks to the midsection, just slowing down Batista consistently. You have to think the end is near for Zaya.
Yeah, the pretty much runway to get back in this contest is definitely shortening up. I'm not sure what they have to do, but as we say, with every strike, every punch, every slam is looking more and more Daniel Madison's match to win.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration. You saw the punches, the sloppy punches that he was doing against Batista. He says, I've had enough. What will it take to bring you down and give me my first victory? While Zaya, he is still fighting. He is still clawing away. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think someone got a broken controller. We can't see the action. A little bit of controversy. This is awful for D-Gamer, but I think D-Gamer is back. But that leads an opening for Zaya right there. That's so unfortunate.
That was like a notice from the anonymous Raw general manager, but that could be the tide turning for Batista to get back into this contest. Let's see if they find a way to capitalize.
Yeah, can he fully capitalize? He has a finisher. Everything is on level for both of these players except for the health. Oh, he's trying to go for a kick. I thought he was trying to go for a power bomb, but not able to land it. Again, this favorite combo of D-Gamer has been working so well. Brings Batista down, staying in the ring. Will he try to go for a finisher here? But no, he's still working on the legs to limit the mobility of Batista. Zaya has a thing. I just need one counter. I just need one reversal. But if he gets thrown into his corner, he's still in trouble as he gets hit with another insecurity for his health.
Well, that's right. I will go for the cover right now. Here's a chance to really put yourself in position to win this one here with a flying insecurity. Float up, and here's a slam. And a hell!
Wow! Dominator right there. Just the core strength, the ability, the power. And you saw this before. He did it 2 times. Not countered twice. Will a 3rd time be it? No, it's not. Zaya, can he capitalize? Can he finally do it? He's waiting. Oh, Buster! That's huge! He has an upgrade. Close to a stun. If he gets another grapple, he will have a chance. Throws him up, grabs him down. Not close to a stun right here, no matter what can he possibly do?
There was no regard for Daniel Madison's health the way that slam hit the middle of the mat. And how many times you gone for that moonsault, people's elbow or people's moonsault, and just be able to get reversed. And now, more than ever, Batista bomb.
Power bomb from Batista. He has to go for a pin. D-Gamer had this match on 1. But will this be it? No! What? 2 count so close. 2.99. And that was his one shot. And he might have just lost it.
Yeah, absolutely. How many times we counted Batista out, but they find a way to chip and get themselves back in this contest. They were just 1/2 second away of walking away. No, escaping this matchup with a victory.
And you know, D-Gamer has to be feeling the pressure. He saw a moment of weakness. He got hit with a stun, a finisher. Now he has to put the gas pedal to the maximum. He needs to find a way to land his finisher. Do you go for the people's moonsault one more time? Do you try for a 4th time? He has not been able to land it. Will his ego be too much in this contest to get his first victory?
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Oh no, this could be the exclamation point Batista sorely needed. Batista bomb.
Is he too close to the ropes? Is he going to drag his opponent? No, he gets countered. Oh, I think he was worried about the resiliency or possibly his head being too close to the ropes. That is a huge, loss of momentum right there, because now D-Gamer has a signature and 2 finishers. Zaya needs to claw all the way back just to even remotely get a signature right here, Novanta.
Yeah, definitely a liability by playing by normal rules. Those ropes can really side, and there's no one home with that headbutt there. The ropes can really change the complexion of a matchup.
Oh, wait a minute, roll, pin right here, pin attempt right here. 1, 2, oh, reversal! Wait a minute! 1, 2! Oh no, we're reversing again! Back and forth with the pins! My God, we're going topsy-turvy! What a sequence!
Wow, there we go, back and forth. It was just the leverage was the difference maker there, because either man could take the fall after that exchange.
I got real scared with those pinfall attempts. I thought that honestly could have been it, but with the reversals, that leads up for D-Gamer to find a way his back in. Goes for a super kick. No, gets reversed. Oh my God, Zaya. He has an opportunity. If he lands a spine buster right here, that is going to be huge. Goes for all. The referee gets in the way.
Wow, I did not think that was going to happen. The ref didn't even take a bump. slam. A Chingona bomb? What's going on? Kingsley?
I don't know. We're going to see a pinfall right here. Only a 2 count. This match has everything. Counters, power bombs, slams, ref bumps. Everything is happening. These guys are put on the show right here.
Shout out to Raquel Rodriguez. I really think that was going to be the incident there, but here could be the end of it. Batista bomb, number 3, but Dale Madison says no.
No, he denies it. He's going, oh, wait a minute. Oh, a nice tiger driver variation from D Gamer. He has to feel it. But again, Batista has yet to be close to a stun. I feel like if D Gamer gets a stun, he'll feel confident to go for his finishers. But right now, we see it right here. Oh, what a maneuver. His finisher lands. Batista is down. D Gamer is pinning. 1. Oh, resiliency. That had to be his resiliency. So he has no more last chances. This is it. If he gets hit with one more finisher, that could be it.
Looked like the TKO variant 4-star matchup. This crowd has become unglued. Daniel Madison has an opportunity, a golden one, no respect to his tights, to really have their first victory here, but they have to act fast.
Yeah, he has to fast. Oh, but a super kick will change everything, and a German suplex from a straitjacket will land, but he gets back up, but he gets hit with a lariat. D Gamer is going into very serious business right here. But again, Zaya, kudos for him. He's been getting dominated so many times, but has finding opportunities to find his way back in. But when it's done like that, that might be his last chapter in this contest. As we see a punch landing, another punch landing, goes for a super kick, saying, I'm sorry, I love you, good game, but this could be it. The finisher right here. That is it. Will
Here's
that be
a cover.
it?
Ref's in position. Here's a cover. Batista has an opportunity to kick out, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Whoa,
It does!
No way! He got the kick out. He used his resiliency. The last pin. There was no possible way he was supposed to kick out there. Who is writing the damn script of this match right here? What does D Gamer have to do to put Zaya away? I don't know what other moves he could do except maybe the people's elbow.
I mean, that'd be the opportunity, yeah, because they tried so many times to finish it. It wasn't enough here off the top rope, and Batista quietly and wisely goes outside. Here's an opportunity to get yourself back in the game to really reassess what happens if you're Zaya. How many times were you on your back trying to think about how you're going to get up a matchup and have a chance for reprieve?
Oh my God, you see him leap over, try to hit a lariat, not able to get it. Fireman's carry, oh, just let him slam down. I have to think Zaya must be a cat person because he like using his 9 lines very nice. Oh, what a V-trigger! A variation of the V-trigger right there from D Gamer. Trying to land that knee onto the head. He has to feel it, but he can't be too careful. This is a competition I don't think we expected from both of these competitors right here in Novanta.
I'm starting to ask, are you trying to win the match or trying to make the crowd go home happy? You got to put it away. And now,
Oh, and a German, another one. And I think that ruined Batista's finisher. I think he went for a finisher right there, and D Gamer was able to reverse it. So right now, we see D being close to his signature, but he has 3 stored finishers, and he is stunned, and this has to be it. His finisher lands again. Oh my God, he is not done, Novanta. He wants to go for another one.
oh, forget a statement. That's an exclamation point, and I will go for the cover here. Ref's in position. Batista
rope break.
Saved by the rope break.
Oh my God. If he actually kicks out because of that. If he actually kicks, okay. I was about to say D Gamer has been put through the ringer, but was able to get the first victory in his ESFL W career. But kudos for both of those guys for putting on such an incredible match. I mean, Novanta, we had reversals, we had dramatic kickouts, we had finishers upon finishers upon finishers. What do you take away most from that contest right there?
Well, I will say that D Gamer won on sheer will of being able to throw as many finishers as possible, but my concerns of that player still exist. Here is someone who's so talented at this game. The only thing that's really holding them back is their decision making and when to land those big moves and when to hang back. You get that refined, you can go on the win streak after that.
Yeah, absolutely. All it takes is one, and then that leads some very good momentum for our next couple of cards and going into our March event on March 19th, ESFL W Mania, which is going to be super exciting. And again, We are live here. We are here for ESFLW for the Elimination Chamber. We still have another title match and so many great matches ahead of you guys. It's going to be amazing. Again, we are live on Twitch and on YouTube on the ESFL channel, ESFL Gaming, excuse me. I am your host and commentator, Kingsley. Alongside me is Novanta. If you guys want to join these WWE cards for WWE 2K22 and 2K23, which is coming out March 14th and March 17th for a standard edition, be sure to join our Discord, be a part of the Undisputed Cards, the UFC cards as well. That's our mainstay, but WWE is on the come up and we're having big and better things. And Novanta, while we were talking about all of these stuff, we still have another great match coming away, and this is both people make their debut in JC Gamer going against Miss Muggs, and this is looking to be a big contest. What are you expecting for both these people making their debuts in this contest? Following up a match like we had last time.
Yeah, well, you're making your debut in a brand new league. It's kind of a need to show out, let people know that you have all the moves, you have all of the mechanics, but it's not really about that. It's being able to subdue your opponent and do it in a way that says, hey, look, I won this matchup the best way possible. Don't try to be flashy. Don't try to impress anybody. Just get it done.
Absolutely. And let's get straight to the match as we're about to hit ringside for this contest right here.
I got a question for you, Kingsley.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, which version of 2K23 you getting? Regular one, championship edition?
You know me, I'm getting the PS5 edition. Like that's gonna be my main say. You know, I'm a PlayStation boy forever and always. I do like Xbox a little bit, but PS5 is where I'm at, and that's my baby. Speaking of big time moments and additions, we have a I can't even think about it. The old school Undertaker is being used by JC Gamer, making his debut right here in Novanta.
You gotta give it to Undertaker, whether or not you're a fan of the classic or the modern or the American Badass. It's the late 90s satanic corporate ministry of darkness. Undertaker is the one that stands out for me. Totally demonic, really highway to hell. SummerSlam '98 was in my hometown. It really changed my life to see how evil can be personified in the ring.
I just remember like the segments that he had with Stone Cold Steve Austin with Kane, just the corporate ministry and the ministry of darkness is what I was trying to say. This Undertaker is no joke, and with this edition of WWE 2K22, there's so many variations that you could choose from the Undertaker. But I feel like with this one is the most deadly out of all the Undertaker. So it'd be really interesting to see what JC Gamer does with this variation of Undertaker, because you have the Tombstone. I don't think you have the last ride just yet with this Undertaker, but he has power out the wazoo going to this contest.
Yes, this version of Taker predates the last rise. You don't have that in your arsenal, but you do have old school. So I'm wondering if that'll be part of their match here tonight. But I do think because it's the highest ranking Undertaker in the game, to my knowledge, if I can recall it correctly, it'll take a lot to take this one down.
Yeah, but we're going to see who his opponent chose. Miss Muggs has gone with... I think, we're going with a little bit of time because it's Vader time for Miss Muggs. That is a good pick against the Undertaker. The Vader bomb, strength, the ability to hold his opponent over and just use his power. This is a great pick going against JC Gamer.
I gotta say, is this Vader's debut in the ESFL? I don't think I've ever seen them in this one.
So. I think this. Another debut, a debut upon a debut right here in the event.
Well, that's fantastic. Now's an opportunity, like we said before, having fresh talent really puts your opponent that kind of trying to figure out how they can subdue you. If they haven't seen you play, they haven't seen that character play in ESFL. It's a smart move to make here. And you know what? I'm always down with Vader time.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point. Like, not many people have seen Vader be used in the ESFLW, so how are people going to play with Vader? Are they going to use some certain combinations? What are the favorable moves that Vader would like to do? Nobody truly knows. And I think, as well, I don't think we've seen an Undertaker in ESFLW either way as well. So this might be both guys making their debuts along with their people in the ESFLW making their debuts. So debuts upon debuts, and this is going to be showing up to be a big and like colossal matchup that we're going to be having here in Novanta.
Yeah, I can guarantee you're not going to see any corkscrew planchas. We're going to see hurting bombs and heart impactful slams, and if you're taking it, maybe a tope suicide if you're lucky.
So you're saying we're not gonna have a Ricochet Will Ospreay like sequence? We're just gonna have big meaty men slapping me and just fighting each other just constantly. And already you see Miss Muggs just already with the power with a reverse suplex right there, put on the Undertaker and JC Gamer. And JC Gamer needs to find a way to get out of this. The nerves might be hitting him up a little bit too soon in this contest so far. Not able to play any damage.
Yeah, you can't do it all the time, but the thing, one of the cool things about professional wrestling is a good old-fashioned Hoss match, and that's what we're getting right now.
Yeah, it's a big Hoss match indeed, and right now we've seen Vader just putting Undertaker in the corner, and already, just the human body just slamming around and just tossing people around. JC Gamer kind of a bit of a shell shocked already in a red health so far. And Miss Muggs, I'm surprised what we're seeing right here. As if you guys can remember, in ESFL 2, we were supposed to have this matchup before, and we weren't able to have it happen. So right now, we're seeing this first-time matchup that was supposed to be happening right now, and right now we're seeing Miss Muggs is not someone to play with this Vader pick.
Yeah, it's one thing I could not predict going in a minute into this one is having Undertaker so outclassed so early out of the gate. Now, you and I both know, Kingsley, it's not the entire story of the matchup, but with slams like that, that could be really Vader time indeed.
Absolutely. The time might be nigh for the Undertaker as he needs to find a way to avoid the stun. JC Gamer trying to find a way to get out of these corners, but gets Irish Whip just to the opposite side. And right now, just a big Vader slam from Miss Muggs. Miss Muggs doing such a great job with just using these abilities, using the grapples. And actually like mixing up the grapples a little bit. We're usually seeing just one move being used, but we're seeing a multitude of moves being used from Vader.
Yeah, the game really does reward you for doing that. Move variety as points is one thing, but definitely the time it takes for your opponent to really get up off of their feet after having the move variety is really the buff you need, especially in these matchups where everyone's so strong.
Did you see Vader just take that big bogus big boot?
Didn't fall.
It's just like, what, man, screw your big boot. I eat feet for days, man. Don't call me weird.
Screw your boot.
screw your boot. Oh my God. Well, put it on a t-shirt, people. But right now, we're seeing JC Gamer trying to find a way to get some strikes in, but not able to land mostly anything. But right now, the signature, what a vicious clothesline from Vader. And Miss Muggs, signature or finisher, it could be the time for Vader. But right now, with a vicious DDT, close to the stun. And right now, it might be a matter of time here, Novanta.
To say that DDT was impactful is an understatement. I did not foretold Undertaker being so handled so decisively. Like I said, it isn't the end of the world there for JC Gamer, but this is not the plan they drew up going into this one.
Yeah, absolutely not. Not the plan you wanted, not the showcase you wanted. But again, there's only so many times that you can find your way back up. It's just Miss Muggs doing a lot of things. And oh my goodness, I think it's time. It's Vader time for a Vader. Not a Vader bomb just yet, but a nice signature right there. Getting a slam. Will he get a kick out? Oh, a nice kick out from JC Gamer.
Well, that was a kick out, but it was very, very close. Could have gone either way. Referee was not quite in position, but oh my goodness, what would it be if you were the Undertaker, you lost so quickly against Vader?
Yeah, and you can see the referee a little bit slow. We need to figure out what the referee situation with these contests. I feel like the ref bump is just getting a little bit slow to the count. We need to figure this out before we get to the Elimination Chamber. But right now, Miss Muggs putting work on JC Gamer right here. But JC Gamer, he's getting some momentum, but again, the counters. And, that has to do with, pressing the right button at the right time. Doing a nice counter with a combination like that. Miss Muggs has been playing the game. They've been using their strategy. They've been going to the lab. And right now, these slams, these powers have been working so well so far. You have to think, throwing into the Irish rib and just slamming him down. Close to another stun again here, Novanta.
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned this. A lot of times, if you're coming from behind, if you're really pretty much getting beat up, you kind of force yourself to do really light strikes to really get yourself a momentum. But if you're the stronger aggressive, you can totally see that coming and break that combo. And that's what Vader's doing, and power bombs to boot.
Power bombs to boot. And right now, I think it might actually be that time. Vader bomb coming to your dome. The slam, the power, open a roll. Too close to the ropes. Save JC Gamer. What can JC Gamer do? I think they're very much last legs.
I don't know what JC Gamer would do, but if they find a way to win this contest, I will give those ropes a raise. Because that was supposed to be a loss for them, dead to rights, but saved by the rope break.
Yeah, in these rows. Wait. Oh my God! Oh, whoa, what? I thought it was a simple superplex. Oh my God! Oh my God! Vader wins.
What? I have never seen this before. A total KO after the rope and the row ring collapsed in that one.
I thought I didn't know that. I thought you needed a finisher to do something like that. But with two, how Miss Muggs? You just okay. Way to make a statement in your first ever matchup. What the hell? I completely. No, that's a talk.
Yeah, you've totally ruined the hearts and minds of many children across the world. They're ripping down their Undertaker posters after that one. What a completely one-sided affair. It really says, one, you do not discount Miss Muggs. The big brain meta is there. And two, Vader should be in everyone's wish list when it comes to picking talent and wrestlers moving forward. Because that right there was the instant classic.
That was. I'm never gonna forget that moment. That's gonna be put into the ESFLW moments of time. We'll have to see what. I think that's the first time we ever see that. First time we see Undertaker, Vader, and the fact that we see a spot like that is very hard to get in competition. That is so incredible. So Miss Mug, we might need to see you on ESFLW Mania and see you if you can repeat that performance. But what a way to make a statement in your first ever matchup, as we're in the halfway point. So far, so good. Noventa, how are you liking this whole event so far that we have, even though we have the Elimination Chamber still coming later in the main event?
That says a lot. The fact that your biggest matchup on the card is still a couple matches away, but already we've already seen new matchups, fresh takes, and definitely wins for people who definitely needed them as well. So far, I gotta say, ESFL 5 is top tier.
Top tier indeed. And speaking of top tier, we have both guys making their debut and also want to be top tier in the PS5 scene. We have two guys making their debut, J Money B going against STK Reaper, both guys that really wanted to be a part of the ESFLW, want to make a name for themselves. And especially what we saw in our last contest, they have a lot to live up to, as we see in this contest. As we get into the fighter lobby right here, as we see the selections, we see STK Reaper, unlike using Randy Orton, the Viper incarnate, being used in previous ESFLW events. I wonder who J Money is going to be. There's so many opportunities to go with wrestlers, but who are you thinking about when you go in this contest? Who would you try to go against if you're facing a Randy Orton?
The one thing about Randy Orton is that he's very deliberate and knows how to pinpoint the part of your body he wants to target. So I will go with someone who's a little bit fast. You can't pinpoint my limbs if you can't catch me.
That is very true. Could we possibly see an Edge? I feel like an Edge would be a great.
No, that's
pick.
fine. That's fine. We don't gotta see Edge.
That's fine.
No, we don't gotta see Edge. It's fine.
The spear,
no, the weakest spear ever. No, I'd rather.
Spear? Oh.
Charlotte Spear is actually more impactful than Edge.
Charlotte Spear is better than Edge. Oh, yes. Come on.
It's a running hug when he does it. I'm just being honest.
Saw what happened Elimination Chamber last night in WWE. He has some great spears, but I guess we're not going to see an Edge. We're going to see a Walter, who was part of the first ever ESFLW event and put on possibly one of the match of the years against The Rock. What do you think of Walter or Gunther, the Ring General, going against a Randy Orton right here?
Well, this is kind of the opposite. A minute ago, I said get somebody faster, but Gunther is an actual tree stump, right? It'd be hard to target those limbs as thick as the Ring Generals.
Just a thick unit of a person. But again, as we apologize for the in-game commentary, hopefully we can mute that possibly. But Randy Orton, we know his finisher, we know his signatures. The deadliest RKO in the business, the deadliest cutter. What can you see going against a Walter? He probably needs to use his speed to counteract the ability of Walter going this contest.
That's definitely what I would do if I was Randy Orton. I wouldn't take time to get myself into a striking contest with the Ring General. You're going to lose every single time. So Randy Orton, you got to go for those power slams. You got to go for those attacks or those strikes on the limbs itself to really wear down the Ring General and then go for the RKO.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what he does with that RKO and how he's going to set it up, because with both of these guys, we don't really know what their play styles are going to be. We know STK Reaper, he was very enthused and he was still learning the craft of these WWE games. So can he bring that knowledge? Has he been in the lab enough to practice with Randy Orton and find a way to get his ability ready to go? But again, when you're going against someone who is also new in the scene, we don't know the skill capabilities of Jay Money. But when you think you're going to the spotlight, do you think the nerves kind of settle in when you see so many other people debut when you're in the middle of the card, or do you think the nerves are still there for both of these competitors?
Oh, absolutely, the nerves are still there. I don't care who you are. You can watch things and someone loses, you go, I'm not doing that. Somebody wins, I wouldn't do that. And if you're not careful, you let that impact your gameplay strategy. So yeah, being on stream, being on a card, being on a circuit as big as this, as impactful as this, as 5-star as this, is going to give you a bit of nerves.
Yeah, it's gonna give you a bit of nerves, but when you have a wrestler like the Ring General with his power bombs, with his chops, I don't think he has the Emerald fusion in this game. I think that's gonna be in WWE 2K23. But the fact that he has power with his striking, with his grappling, this is a good wrestler to have for your first contest in ESFLW.
Yeah, people really call him Fat Dominic, but I'll be honest with you. If there's one person I didn't want to fight, it's Gunther, it's Walter, because of how hard they hit. And now this version of Gunther has a superior theme song and everything. That's my pick to win this one.
Wait, you don't like his current theme now? Like the
I can't even recall it. I can't recall it. It doesn't even register. It doesn't even sound like a song.
I just block it out. Just
block it out.
You just hear sounds like,
Yeah.
oh God, it's happening again.
Right.
No, I will agree. This theme, well, you guys can't hear it, but his theme with like the classic orchestra, that is the superior thing. But he needs to be very superior in the ring, especially with his thing. He needs to go along with the whole package, and that's what Jay Money wants to do. Because again, this is in the PS5 division, so there might be big implications for what's going to be happening. Because Hollywood Mud is way in the wings. He might go for a PS5 title, he might go for an Xbox title, but for someone to win and probably have a great showing, they could possibly be in line for a #1 contendership or possibly a title match in the future.
Yeah, that's the thing right there, Kingsley. That's why you don't know what your implications are and where your trajectory is going to be. That's why you have to treat every match as if it's your last, because you might have some opportunities around the corner.
All right, here we go. Halfway through ESFL W5, we have STK Reaper being used as Randy Orton. Get a nice counter into a nice counter German suplex going against J Money B as Walter. So Walter already trying to find his way back in. Gets a nice Juggernaut tail whip on the legs a little bit, but a nice clothesline from Randy Orton. Reaper doing a nice job. You know, he said he was learning in the signups. He was trying to figure out his way in these type of contests, and I feel like he's doing a good job so far. He's holding his own. He just needs to find a way to avoid like strikes like these and get some counters going.
Yeah, I understand the strategy from I Am Reaper to make sure that Walter does not stand up, but when he does, it's been really all the Austrian giant himself.
Yeah, and so far, Austrian Giant getting put down so far like a beanstalk and just crumbling down. But right now, he lifted up in a little bit of a grapple. Always trying to go for a big boot right there, not even to land it. But right now, Reaper doing a nice job just working the back, the spine of Walter so far. And Walter gets a nice counter, working on the legs a little bit. But what Connors can do? He's going for these strikes, and already a big move into. Oh wait! Oh, just slamming down. I think Raquel Rodriguez is getting a lot of love. He's contest player in Atlanta.
Yeah, you got to put that, sure it's equipped there to be Raquel Rodriguez. But Ring General, the Walters getting themselves back into the kind of groove I thought they would be, to be able to control and dictate the pace. And we're seeing that now, taking the page out of Randy Orton's book with a little bit more flair with those strikes.
Yeah, and that has to go to say what Walter has in his abilities. Even though he was getting dominated in the early start of this contest, the fact that he was able to pull on like these couple of moves, and already he's doing better than Randy Orton. He's already getting them close to red health in his bar right now, and just work on the legs. His legs are already hurt for Randy Orton, and now Reaper kind of on the back burner, and now a German suplex to just hurt his body, but a nice kip up from Reaper.
Oh man, I don't know if you call those an Austrian suplex, but you're right. There hasn't been many times where anyone's been down for any moment of time. That was going to change over time. But you got to say this: when you have that kind of resiliency, when you have that ability to get yourself up as quick as possible to get some strikes in there, you wonder who will be able to take those strikes as the match goes on, because you know both men be wearing out when it's all said and done.
Yeah, this could be a match of endurance. We see a hell of a big boot from Walter already, but again, not the ring awareness, a little bit of nerves right there. Not bringing his opponent to the center of the ring, trying to go for a pinfall attempt right there. But so far, oh, the chops, the striking, the ability. Tries to go for, oh, we might see another one. That out to Raquel, and that will not go for a pin right there. He's still going to try to put as much damage as he can against Reaper right here as he's using Randy Orton.
Yeah, it went through the ropes with that Chingona bomb or Tejana bomb. I thought for sure there'd been at least a pin attempt to force the resiliency. Didn't happen there, but it's all been Walter since jump. And if you're Randy Orton now, you got to go, what do I have to do to really reset this, to put my game plan to motion? Because it looks like Randy's has been on a bit of a defensive here from the get-go.
Yeah, you see him trying to explode with the serve, that exploding suplex. But right now, can he find the counters? He's able to get this counter from the suplex right here. But now, after he gets this, now it's go time. Now you have Walter on the ground. Now you need to find a way to do some damage, get your signature up, and find a way. But again, counters. J Money has been doing so well with these counters and just throwing Randy Orton around. And now we're going to see possibly a bit. Oh, no, we're just going to see chops. Gets countered, a nice counter. And now Randy Orton not really able to. Really, it's a lot of back and forth. I'm trying to see who's going to find that one momentum, but right now it's just counter after counter after counter so far in this matchup.
Yeah, both men. I was going to say both men are going to be in the signature neighborhood, but Walter has the extra edge of having the stored finisher, and that could be really that one that tempts the tide here, because I think the first person to get their finisher off will have the definite advantage.
Yeah, and right now we see J Money taunting with the crowd chain. He's going to get these hands, get these chops. As he has his signature, he has a finisher, European uppercut. Will do a lot of times. Oh, a nice counter. This is what you need. A nice drop kick too. Very close to the finisher. We know that RKO is very deadly. It can be used out of nowhere. It has a nice frame advantage when you go into your finisher. But right now, lifting his opponent up, not really going for the finisher right there, trying to change the timing. And goes for a nice drop kick. Drop kicks have been working so well for Reaper so far.
Yeah, it's been going well for them. I mean, even though they're a little bit coming from behind, it doesn't seem to complete out the contest here. And all it takes is one impactful move and maybe a reset. I think that's what Renny Orton did right there with the rolling out the ring, to really have a bit of mind games, to really say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a breather.
Yeah, he's taking a breather, and that's a classic wrestling move, right? You go outside the ring, get a breather, go back inside, and try to catch your opponent slacking a little bit. But with J Money, he's not slacking at all as he gets a suplex. But again, the rope breaks are happening for this guy, and I feel like he needs to find a way to get him more in the center ring, to implement his offense away from the ropes, maybe away from the corners, even though that's been his favorite part of the ring so far. Leaping RKO! Just pulling him up, slamming him down. But again, the ropes, that's going to be another rope break. No, it's not a rope break. He's going to get a pinfall right here, but it's only a 2 count. I thought we were going to see a rope break right there. But the RKO landing, the arms not close to the ropes, but able to get a 2 count from Walter.
Yeah, it was a pop-up RKO out of nowhere. I thought for sure that would be enough to really change the tide. It does really change the dynamic, but the ring get around, find a way to kick out before the 3, but maybe has their revenges right here. Powerbomb City, Population the Viper. Will this be a pin attempt? No, little showboating here from Walter.
I think things got serious. Running up. Oh my God, what a vicious lariat with a taunt and everything. But again, wait, is that putting on a... Okay, this referee, we need to figure out these referees a little bit. But so far, Reaper still fighting, still trying to find a way to get Walter down. But right now, J Money, that's Walter doing such a nice job just breaking the back with moves and working on the limbs a little bit. You have to think, sooner or later, it's going to get serious again. He's going to want another power bomb.
He's going to want another power bomb. He wants another slam. Definitely another clothesline that turned Randy Orton inside out. Being so close to victory, only to have it slip away. And that's going to be a game changer.
Hardest part of the ring at the apron right there as a back suplex on the spine of Walter. And that could be a huge momentum swing. But again, tries to use a drop kick, not even land. We saw that we studied out for J Money. J Money is bringing him to the ring. He wants to land his finisher. He knows he has the advantage. He's going to try to use it. But what can he do right here? Oh, he's just going to put the paws on the chest of Randy Orton. Reaper in dire straits right now, trying to fight his way back. Gets a counter, tries to use a knee a little bit, but no, that's just going to lead it up into a power bomb. Oh, brings him up again. He is not done. He wants to do it again. He ain't stopping until it's a 3rd time in a row.
Yeah, that's one of the few things about this game. If you go for a strike, you best not miss. Randy Orton was open and has been the receiving end of not one, not two, not three, not four, maybe five. Oh, we're going for 6 power bombs in a row.
They did not take too kindly to the pop-up RKO in this. Oh my good. Okay, so you hit 2 finishers and you're able to get a kick out. That I feel like the mashing has to be insane. Like that's like Mario Party Nintendo 64 kind of mashing right there. Oh, we see Raver say, "Screw you! You're not gonna go to the corner and try to land a spear on me. I'm gonna hit you and I'm gonna fight you." That is what you see from Renny Orton as he going for a pinfall right here, but not able to get it.
Yeah, how embarrassing it must to be if you're in the corner showboat and get a boot to the face for your troubles. And thankfully, you could pick it up after 1, but that could have been an embarrassing way to lose if you're Walter.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, J Money. With a little bit of a zigzag from Dolph Ziggler. I love it. Shout out to him, the show stealer. But right now, Walter again. Oh my God. This is but a pop-up again. Reaper find his way back in. I think he overextended, and now he's getting punished in the back. And now Walter back in a position to find an advantage.
Well, there's the advantage. Here's the pin attempt. Here's the cover. Randy Orton has a lot of work out of there to kick out. 1.5. 1.5 kicked out there, Kingsley.
The fighting spirit of both of these guys has been working so well for these competitors, especially for Reaper. Even though he's been kind of on a downturn so far, he just needs that one moment, that one counter, that one opportunity to find his way back in, and he's not going to get it there. As a nice little suplex face buster from Walter, J Money find his way, but again finds a perfect. You know what? He's been timing those very perfectly. Sees his opponent taunting. He knows he's been very prone to have a taunt before he goes for a big move. But Reaper is finding a way to get back in and find a counter. But oh my God, these shots right here, Novanta.
Yeah, they're great, but how many times you get punched in the face or booted in the face for hanging out and stunting in the corner? Like, hey, man, not round, I'm posing. You got to put it away. You got to go for the pin attempts. You got to go for the cover here before this match slips out through your fingers.
Yeah, and there it is. That's a counter. RKO out of nowhere, but the rope break will happen. Unfortunate. You had to go for it to get the finish, but wait, he's going for another pin again. We saw this happen. Rope break. Wait, referee, do you see it? What?
The ref sees it. The ref sees it.
Oh, okay. He had his hand up. I don't know what he was doing with that pin count. But again, another pin count. Says no. He's going to get the pin count right here. But again, another 2 count. Reaper has been so dejected. 3 straight pin attempts. Not able to get a single, possibly even a 2 count in these contests.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I think after the first pin attempt, you would drag your opponent to the middle of the ring and go for the second one. But I guess that wasn't the case there. And that really could have been the end of the matchup. I hope they don't end up losing this match, because that'd be the moment I would have replaying in my mind.
Yeah, and replaying his mind is he has a stun. He's able to do damage. If he's able to get a finisher with a little bit of half the stun meter, no, but he done a move. So I feel like by the time he gets that signature, can the stun still hold on? The finisher again, still on the ring! 3rd RKO! Reaper! STK Reaper! Can he do it? No, he can't! That has to be, I don't know if it was resiliency, but that could have been it right there, Noventa. A 3rd RKO, that had to have been it.
Oh, absolutely. You see Randy Orton slithering over the fallen body of Walter. I thought that was the exclamation point, but the Gunter had other plans.
He had other plans indeed, and he has a finisher, so you know what he's going to do with those plans. He is going to slam Randy Orton down to the pits of hell if he can, but he needs to find a way. But so far, oh my God, a vicious clothesline to the back of the neck of Walter. J Money doesn't take too kindly to it. It just flows him around to the corner, and now we see STK Reaper going outside the ring. Says, okay, let's slow it down, brother. We don't need to go too crazy. But again, will you try to implement the same strategy? No, we're just going to be fighting outside the ring with the referee counting down both comparisons as he's closer to the barricade.
Definitely a sign of frustration for both men to take a moment outside the ring and to have some combat in there. And I really think both of these guys, or both of these competitors, are trying to figure out what do they have to do to really put their opponent away.
Yeah, what can they possibly do? We saw Walter being so close to the end. Our Randy Orton, STK Reaper, hit 3. Oh my God, a big move right there. Having 3 RKOs, but again, the pin attempt right here. That foot is on the rope. You have to think sooner or later you have to toss him. You don't care how long it takes. You just have to put your opponent to the center of the ring because that's the only way you're going to win this contest.
Yeah, the rope doesn't really care who is being pinned, but that's the reason why it's considered out of bounds. You really gotta be careful and mindful of that ring awareness. To pull your opponent in the center so there's nowhere to go for them.
Nowhere to go indeed. It just the kicks, the punches, the stomps onto the chest, onto the face of Randy Orton. And right now, we see what, oh my God. Okay, now we're going to dangerous territory. I think Jay Money's a little bit pissed right now. He's saying this is his debut. This is his one shining moment, and you're ruining it. And now he wants to pick it out on Reaper and just chopping him and just crushing him to bits in the corner right here, Novanta.
This is kind of the urgency I thought we were seeing the top half of this matchup. Better late than never now. Let's see if they can find a way to make that work out for them.
Yeah, and this has to be it. He has his opponent's done the finishers, not one, not two. Take his talents to South Beach and make it 3, as that's a 3rd power slam, and that has to be it. Randy Orton is done. Oh, that was very close, but Jay Money was able to get the victory. Not enough mashing power for, what was it, 9 power bombs? Get the victory.
It absolutely took at least 9 power bombs. That's a little greater than simple there. It was instant classic as the rating of the match goes, but beyond that, we saw Randy Orton's resilience in finding a way to get themselves back in the matchup. Every time they booted Walter in the corner to really put themselves ahead is the kind of big brain moves that says a career is going to be fruitful and ahead of them. But Walter was just too strong here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Walter was too strong, and it was very close. Kudos for both of those guys. I think like in the 2 previous matchups that we've seen, we see like the future of the ESFLW being very healthy with these compares. Able to put on great matches, but also have the durability to stay in there, fight for what it's worth, and still have the endurance to put on great contests. I think that's what we need to see in the ESFLW. So hopefully we get to see them more in the future, especially on the PS5 side, because I feel like what we saw from J Money, there might be an opportunity down the line, maybe in ESFLW Mania, or maybe in the future that he could be in title contention. So we'll have to see what Hollywood Mud's decision is going to be here, Novansa. But, I think Hollywood Mud, he has some business to take care of in this next match. As we see, actually, it's going to be an Extreme Rules match between Hollywood Mud versus Renny in this next contest here, Novanta.
Yeah, there's only one thing I want to see in the SFLW, and that's more Kingsley matches, but that's just me. But I'm down for Extreme Rules,
boy.
Daddy. Why not? Anything goes, weapons, there's no rope breaks. It's all about beating your opponent and counting the 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely. Everything is legal. Weapons are included. So let's go down into the ring and get this match going. And as we see here in the report, Hollywood Mud, Mr. ESFLW, is going with the whole damn show in RVD, ladies and gentlemen.
Very spirited choice. Not one I would pick myself, but RVD in his prime was an absolute movement with flexibility, agility, and being cool after 4 o'clock, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. You can't spell extreme without RVD. The epitome of VCW, the epitome of extreme, putting his body on the line, doing the aerial attacks that no one has seen before in this day and age. But right now, with him, with Mr. ESFLW, Hollywood Mud, he has been known to put on classics, put on exciting matches for the crew and for the public. Can he do it again with RVD? That is shown to be known. But again, on the opposite side here, Novanta, Renny, they have been looking on the outside, looking in the ESFLW, and now they're going off of a high peak, going to steep competition against Hollywood Mud.
Yeah, they're going with a stiff competition, so got to bring somebody who has strength and has power. And their pick, LA Knight, is the choice. I don't know if you're going to call him Sean Ricker. I don't know if you're going to call him Eli Drake, but it's one person that's carried the Bray Wyatt feud. I mean, there's one person who's going to win this match tonight. It has to be LA Knight. Here's the opportunity for everyone here watching live on Twitch.
You can say he brings it to the maximum, as Mac Dupree a little bit, Dupree. He is very charismatic, and it shows in the ring. He could do a bunch of things very well. He's very much an all-around competitor. So it'd be really interesting to see what he could do in an extreme capacity going against RVD. But for Renny, we don't know much about the WWE side. We know much about the UFC side, as they have been a part of the ESFL in the UFC capacity. What can they possibly do in the WWE ring? We know that submissions have been key in the early parts of UFC, but you can't really do submissions in the ESFL. So what strategy can we see looking forward into this contest? We'll have to find out here, Noventa, as we get the Extreme Rule match going.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little biased here. I'm rooting for LA Knight because back in the day in 2011, I was a ring announcer for Mach 1 Wrestling, and Sean Ricker was one of my first ever interviewees. He's gone on to be Max Dupree, among other things. But to answer your question, Kingsley, it's really about grounding RVD, because once the whole damn show takes flight, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. And already we're seeing Hollywood Mud tossing around Renny a little bit, trying to go duck over, a flyover. Already into a partial. No, a good reversal from Renny right here. A nice back suplex, and that will get the momentum going a little bit. Now, you have to think with Hollywood Mud, he has the flair for the dramatic a little bit in these matches. With the Extreme Rules, it's only a matter of time before we see weapons. So, what do you think will be the time for him to actually go for a weapon right here? Do you think it will have to be a stun attempt, or just when he has his opponent down?
Well, judging by the win-loss record of Hollywood Mud there, nobody home, it has to be sooner rather than later. When weapons are involved, Hollywood Mud gets a buff. So if I were them, I would try whatever I can to get a kendo stick or a chair in the action.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll have to see how it's going. But right now, combos, the kicks. Oh, just kick it to the face. Hollywood Mud putting the work onto Renny. Renny needs to find a way to get the counter going, but not really able to land anything. Just getting hit with barrages of strikes. And now another German suplex for Hollywood Mud right there, Noventa.
I think he dropped him on his neck. I didn't think that was even possible. Yeah, that's what happens here in WWE 2K. You have an opportunity to do the dodge button or try to break the combo, and I think Renny just choose wrong every single time. It was on the receiving end of hitting bombs like that.
Yeah, and right now we're just seeing wrestling being implemented from Hollywood Mud. And so far, Renny, all it takes is one reversal, one combination of work, and now we're going to the outside a little bit. I wonder what Hollywood Mud is thinking right there. I think he's gonna try to fly! Oh, but gets reversed! Great job from Renny getting a reversal, but Hollywood Mud going for the high-risk, high-reward move right there.
That is Hollywood Mud in the nutshell. Got caught in the ropes, but you can't knock a man for trying, but you can definitely knock a man for losing a match they had in the bag. And for the first time, all contests, Hollywood Mud is taking some damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, surprisingly enough, we see Renny going for the first weapon of the contest, and it will be a steel chair, which will work. Whoa! But a super kick will change everything as a chair. We say, oh my God, you see that super kick? And what? That's a new variation maneuver of the Rolling Thunder right there, Noventa. I think we're taking things a little bit to the extreme as we see a kick from Rob Van Dam.
Van Daminator there. LA Knight has held up that chair, knew it was going to happen, but couldn't prevent the flying super kick.
Yeah, indeed. And right now, I think we're going to get a little bit more extreme as a chair. Those are illegal now, sir. We don't do those anymore.
Yeah,
but right now, yeah, you're right. But right now, the announcer table being cleared out of the way. Hollywood Mud is saying, I want to go big and go home, saying this is why I won the Royal Rumble. This is why I'm going to be in the main event of ESFLW Mania, and I have a big decision coming along the way at the end of this event. But Renny saying it's not going to be an easy ride. You're going to have to fight to get this win right here. But right now, another German suplex near to the chair. You saw what he was going for, but right now, we're going to see another weapon being implemented right now.
Yeah, as the ESFLW faithful wait for the announcement of Hollywood Mud, but that is announcement itself. A ladder has been introduced into this Extreme Rules matchup, and you know nothing positive is going to come from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Renny getting a reversal with LA Knight. Trying to put him, with a DDT, but not able to get it. Good counters from Hollywood Mud. Hollywood Mud trying to find his way to get his opponent in the right situation. So let's go drop kick, not able to land. Good maneuvering so far, but a German suplex will not be able to land. RVD trying to put his opponent near the announcer table, not able to get it, and now we're going back and forth. Oh, but a nice sky-red suplex near the chair. Works on a little bit of the neck right there, and right now, LA Knight taking center ring, possibly might do something with the ladder.
Well, that gut wrench slam put RVD's head on the actual legs of the chair, the hardest part of that steel structure, and I can guarantee you want that one back. And a little bit of jaw jacking from the $1 million megastar right now.
Yeah, I think he tried to taunt RVD, trying to go for the springboard. It's like, oh, you're thinking you're gonna win with the springboard? I'm gonna show you how it's really done. But we see, oh my God, on the chair. Oh my God! The pile driver on the chair in the outside of the ring, and Hollywood Mud is not playing anymore. He sees the announcer table, and oh my God, Noventa, I think we're gonna see something a little bit dangerous here.
Well, a little bit dangerous or a lot of bit dangerous after putting someone's head through a chair there, Kingsley. Oh my goodness me. To the top rope, high risk district.
Oh God. Oh my God! Diving moonsault onto our announcer table. I don't know who those three guys are, but we are just in awe and are shocked. My water's now on the ground. Thank you so much, Hollywood Mud. Appreciate it. But what a crazy maneuver. And now Renny just, it's just a painful. And now Rolling Thunder off of the ladder. Hollywood Mud is proven to be Mr. ESFL so well so far.
I would say with anyone with a 50% win-loss record, Hollywood Mud has really shown that they're a main event star, and I can't wait to see what their announcement is going to be after this contest. But you know what? It's still a chance for Renny to get back in this one. But as I say that, it looks like it's going to go a little coast to coast.
Yeah, oh my God, a coast to coast right here. Oh, vicious. After going through an announcement table, going through a coast to coast right here, that has to be it. LA Knight is at the wit's end, and this might be it. Hollywood Mud gets, a kick out from Renny. Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what? I don't want to be that guy, but had it been a Van Terminator with a chair, it could have been the victory here, right? Let's be real. Let's be real.
It's extreme rules. You had to find a way to make it extreme. That's how you get the victory. And I think we're going to see a little bit more extreme right here as the table is being implemented in the center of the ring. Springboard. Oh, and a vicious kick right there. Good stuff so far from Hollywood Mud. And right now, you have to think the table has to be probably planted. Oh, but a nice power slam from Renny onto the non-stacked table. But right now, so many counts from Hollywood Mud. It's hard to get some offense when you face a fighter like this, especially with steep competition.
Yeah, I've gone through tables that were stacked, and I've gone through the backs of tables. I can tell you, landing on the table's leg actually hurts a lot more, if I ever said so. But the story's the same here. Rob Van Dam is rolling. LA Knight needs a brand new game plan because whatever they're doing isn't working.
Yeah, it's not working at all, and you see that table being planted in the corner a little bit, and a nice German suplex once again, and I think I have an idea what Hollywood Mud wants to do, and it's not going to look too pretty for LA Knight, because the city lights are maybe bright in Los Angeles, but it's not going to be nice when they're on top of your head, as you see. Oh my goodness, Renny, you need to find a way to counter this right now, because I think RVD wants to go super crazy. Oh, but he's trying to go through the ladder, but he's using a lot of time. But a nice counter right there, Noventa.
That's like a TikTok meme, right? Never anticipate your next move. What was that? It was a ladder, it was a rope, and somehow missed the opportunity to put LA Knight through a table. Hopefully they don't rue that mistake.
Yeah, and so far, you have to think, they're close to a finisher. They're close to a signature right here. But this is an opportunity. As we see here, this could be a slam to the table. This could be huge. Oh, power slam. The world's strongest slam. Shouts to Mark Henry onto the table. And this could be the momentum that Renny needs in this contest.
The shards and plank of wood. And that was not the capitalization you were looking for. You will go for the pin, but you don't want to do is miss. And here's an opportunity to get some of that momentum back after missing that splash.
Yeah, and right now we're just seeing Hollywood Mud probably being a little bit scared from that table slam right there. He really wants to use that ladder, but not able to land back up. And now he's trying to position it. But I think, do both people want to get on top of the ladder, go crazy? That would be RVD's MO. But right now, with that back salt into the chest, the lower section of Renny right there in LA Knight, I think we might see another coast to coast, back-to-back coast to coast.
I don't see why not. You tried everything to put them away, despite the fact having to control the matchup. Top rope, high-risk district, special delivery.
Special delivery indeed. And with that, It has to be time. That has to be the pinfall. Oh, wait a minute. What are you thinking, Hollywood Mud? Just take the victory. Don't risk your whole thing, man. It's not worth it. He goes for a Rolling Thunder. That's good. But, oh my goodness, he is a madman. He is insane. He can't go up the ladder. Oh, might be a glitch possible. Oh, no. Okay, no, Vanta, I think he's going to go crazy.
I thought this would be a moment of conscience, but forget conscience.
Oh!
Well, then, going for it's the reason why they call it high risk connected. I didn't think there would be. It is an opportunity here to put this away, but decides to put LA Knight in a tree and whoa instead.
Whoa, just a crazy whoa right there. But you know what? Honestly, I thought he was going to try to go for a coast to coast. But wait, was he? Oh, he is a sick individual. I think he was trying to put the ladder onto his opponent right there. It's just going to kick, but Renny able to find a way to reverse it. But right now, what can they possibly do? They got a finisher.
They absolutely do, but here's a story of LA Knight not really have the momentum to make things happen, and Rob Van Dam having multiple opportunities to end this match and decides not to. I wonder if their cockiness isn't the real, but forget that! We have ourselves a missile dropkick on the outside.
A missile dropkick indeed. Trying to exclamation point this event, saying this is why I'm in the main event. This is my showcase. Kudos for Renny for even staying in there. It could have been over 10 times over so far. But right now we see Hollywood Mud. He wants to make a statement. He wants to make a point that I deserve to be one of the top guys. Oh, but the German suplex on the little bit of an edge of the ladder. And I think this might be it, Noventa. We are right in the end chapters of this contest. Possibly. Oh my God! Why? I'm surprised he's not even busted open from that ladder bulldog right there.
Well, that's one way to rearrange somebody's face. Talk about extreme. That's how you get extreme. Rob Van Dam, top rope, second rope. Moonsault doesn't connect, and LA Knight has an opportunity here. The biggest opportunity we've seen in about 3 minutes. What will they do to capitalize? Locked up air quickly. It's reversed.
It's reversed, and I think Hollywood Mud, he wants to go in the corner. Again, the ladders have just been his detriment, but he finally gets up, and LA Knight gets back up too. So we go for a springboard. Reverse misses, actually, not reversal, but the signature. This is a chance. You have to get the timing right, but not able to get it. Tries to go for a strike, but a nice counter from Hollywood Mud. And Hollywood Mud, he sees his opponent down once again. I think he wants to go for a frog splash, but not able to get it. That ladder is just giving him so much trouble. But I think he's going for another weapon. What the hell is he trying to get? He's getting another table here, Noventa. He's just not going to stop.
I don't think he's looking for an olive branch under that ring, but I'm starting to wonder what they're waiting for. I mean, they have the stored finishers, they have the opportunity, and they have the advantage. Why not put this away?
It has to be ego. It has to be showing, like, I know Jolly Green Giant is defending his championship in the Elimination Chamber later tonight. Whoever comes out of that, they have another awful matchup coming against him if he decides to go to Xbox champion. And then he saw what the previous debut matches have done. He's probably looking at those competitors like, okay, I need to step up my game. It's like, you saw what they can do. Now let me show you what I can do against competition. You guys think you're going to make your debut? I'm going to put out my showing. But with a signature like that, he's in trouble. The sun meter is right here. Oh my God, Kid Hollywood might actually suffer a loss. That would be huge here in Noventa.
Yeah, here's an opportunity we ever saw. Getting off that signature maneuver, LA Knight to control for the first time in about 4 minutes of contest here. What can they do to get themselves ahead? And I say they have to get themselves at least a pin attempt.
I'm surprised that they didn't go for a finisher. I think the stun meter was still allowed to go for a finisher right there. But you see Hollywood Mud, goes for a roll around into a super kick. And now it's all in Hollywood Mud's advantage. He's gonna put the table on, and I think I know what he wants to do. He wants to go for a 5-star frog splash onto the table, but I think Renny is gonna have something to say about it, because they want to find a way to get this finisher off, but it's just so hard. Hollywood Mud is just putting the work on his opponent, but so many opportunities are going to be eliminated going forward in this contest.
Yeah, so much hardware just been destroyed already, and they're looking to destroy it more. Shout out to Home Depot, because we're running out of tables here at ringside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Home Depot, sponsor us, please. We need the money. Also, we need the tables because, my God, Hollywood Mud is determined to break every single damn table we have around the ring. But with a nice jawbreaker right there, getting close to the stun, what can Renny do? Nice block right there. Oh, a nice second block. Oh, wait a minute. That's a finisher right there. Will they go for a pin? No. I don't think RVD has a finisher. Oh my God. They saw that RVD was going to go for a table. Now he's thinking, you know what? Turnabout is fair play, but it was the middle rope. And that might have been an opportunity lost right there, Noventa. The ego.
Yeah, that definitely was ego. So many opportunities to put someone to a table. That's not what you do. Is an axe handle smash from the second rope? Are you kidding me?
Just the brazen ability. It just... that has to go to show when you go against Hollywood Mud, the mind games, the fact that you're facing a high caliber person like Hollywood Mud, you have to bring your A game, but sometimes you want to show off against the show off. Sometimes you just playing that mind games and trying to play that heel aspect. But right now, Hollywood Mud, he's used to that. He's used to the ability. So when someone doesn't take advantage, he's able to bounce back up. And now he has 3 sword finishers to play with.
Well, 3 stored finishes to play with, but I think play is the operative word. Not being able to really impact either one of those, and all it takes is one blunt force trauma from LA Knight to really put themselves back into this one. And the thing is, can they get it off in time?
Yeah, can they get it off in time? Able to reverse the super kick, but a kip up from RVD, and now RVD has LA Knight stunned. LA Knight cannot move around, and I think we might go for the final extreme step. Will this be it? 5-star frog splash through the table, and that has to be it. Hollywood Mud. Oh my God, he's gonna do it again. That's so far away. There's no way he's in range, right? There's no way.
I don't think he is. Ooh.
Oh.
Getting greedy. Getting greedy is what happened there. Well, I mean, you had an opportunity. You had LA Knight through the table, writhing in pain. All you have to do is go for the cover, and it's how the showboat.
Yeah, and that's also another thing. I remember, as we said before, that resiliency, you need 2 blue meters to even do resiliency. So that could have been playing in his head for all these non-pin attempts. He's going for the action, he's going for the abilities, but also he wants to make sure that LA Knight doesn't have a chance to use resiliency, and I think he's going to go for it right now. He knows he has it. 5-star frog splash for the coup de grace, the finisher, and oh my God, he's going to do it again with a rolling thunder. This has to be a pinfall attempt. Oh, he's going to do it again. He is going for the overkill. Another 5-star. Do we call it 10-star frog splash? As we see a pin attempt right here. That will be it. Hollywood Mud wins an Extreme Rules Classic against Renny in this contest.
Yeah, you can call it to count to 100 there. It wasn't the splash of the table. It wasn't the many strikes. It was a 5-star frog splash into the Rolling Thunder, into the 5-star frog splash, something we haven't seen almost ever IRL to make RVD Mr. ESFL.
Yeah, and that's what he is all about. Mr. ESFL is going to ESFL W Mania, and his decision will be coming up after the main event. So you want to stick tuned, you want to stick around for that, because that is going to be a huge monumental announcement as soon as we get it. But right now, so far, we just had a heck of a card so far. Let's take a look back at this card so far as we are getting close to our last 2 matches. But Noventa, we seen some crazy debuts. We saw D Gamer get their first victory in a crazy matchup of the battle of the people who were trying to get their victories. Out of this whole card, what like stood out you the most when it came to this card?
We go back to that third matchup, the debut of Miss Muggs, not only handedly beating down the Undertaker, not Undertaker now, I'm talking about Undertaker 98, but doing so by knockout, collapsing the ring in their debut. That is a very high mark to clear. Miss Muggs has a bright future here in ESFLW.
Absolutely. And then you have to talk about what D Gamer was able to do against Zaya. Zaya putting off a great performance. And then Randy Savage's burner losing his title before the biggest event that we had in our company, in our league, against DJ. DJ 2-0, going to ESFLW Mania as a PS4 champion. And then also knowing that Hollywood Mud might be staring daggers at him. Maybe he wants to go for a PS4 champion. Maybe he wants to go for a PS5 championship. Xbox. A lot of things are happening. And then what can you say about J Money versus STK Reaper? That was a hell of a matchup as well. So a lot of great matchups, a lot of great things, a lot of eliminators that we're seeing in this Elimination Chamber event as well. But before,
Yeah,
and
everybody.
then also, we have breaking news as well. As we were getting closer and closer to our main event, we have breaking news of our next matchup. It seems like Eco Instinct is. So we have a replacement. So Eco Instinct is out, and we have a new competitor. AO Chevy is
Wow.
going into. So someone was also making their debut as well. So anything
Whoa.
could be happening in this triple threat right here. So originally we're gonna have two people making their debut going to get someone as highly caliber as EK Elitis, but now we have another leg replacement in this contest. Novanta, what do you think about the circumstances that we have right here?
Look, I've been on the receiving end of that call, being told you're in the main event, kid, get your gear. I understand that and I appreciate that, and I would always say yes. But if you're elitist and rogue, you've trained for your opponent for so long, only to have the last minute switch. I don't know if I'd be crying foul, but I'll be a little perturbed about the events here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Instinct, we apologize. Hopefully, we could get them back into another card as soon as possible. So it's unfortunate that they're not able to partake in this event. I know they were very excited. So hopefully, we get to see them down the road. But let's get into the fighter lobby and talk about this triple threat matchup. One of our only triple threat match of this whole content. And this is in the Xbox Series X. So what's going to be happening here? It might be a nice precursor to what we're going to be seeing in the main event. One of these guys are trying to get a leg up in the future contest. But already we see EK Elitis going with tried and true pick in The Rock, going against an R-Truth and a Shawn Michaels 97. I mean, what do you make of this? Obviously, we have our known favorite in this contest right here, right, Novanta?
Yeah, I understand that. The Rock has had a fantastic record, only one shy of a perfect record here. But we have someone picking a notably 77 rank in R-Truth. That tells you one thing. Be very, very afraid. That's someone who really knows that character and can really show out. Triple threat matches are a little bit difficult because it's not a fatal four-way where you can break off into pairs. You got to be able to incapacitate that third opponent to really give yourself a chance of victory here. Weapons are legal because there's no disqualifications. It really is a madhouse.
Yeah, and right now, what a way to start things off in this triple threat. HBK with a D-Generation X attire trying to break it down on all of these fools in this triple threat right here. What do you expect from this HBK? We saw him in the Royal Rumble match, and he was able to last a long time in the contest. But when he's being controlled by one of our competitors, especially someone who's making his debut in this contest as Rogue, what do you expect in this contest going from Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, one of the more resilient characters, even before resiliency was a mechanic in this game, will have the advantage. The Rock also, as a future opponent, has the strength, but as one person to counteract that is being as quick, as being as impactful, and having a quick finisher as HBK, the Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, and you have to see he's going to try to be a showstopper and just break the hearts of the rest of his competitors right here. So this is going to be a good pick. But again, there's one outlining factor, and you were talking about, Novanta, a 77 rated R2. To be honest, I feel like he should be rated over 77. Let's be honest. The fact that he can wrap through his entrance and still not be blown up when he gets to the ring, that's already like an 85 to me. Like, this guy is a professional, a true vet of the game. Not one bad thing has been said about R-Truth. And the fact that he has like finishers and maneuvers that can give him an opportunity, he's still a viable option in this contest.
A viable option, and definitely raps his own lyrics. Shout out to Max Caster and John Cena. But I gotta say this, R-Truth IRL is 51 years old. It has more abs than I've ever had in my entire life.
I want to grow up to be like R-Truth. Like, if I had abs at 51, I feel like it's just going to be a beer gut, like, instantly. But, look, he's still spitting, and he's still not tired. How is he going to have as much energy as he has going to this ring? But I'm so excited to see this. This is someone who's making his debut and says, you know what? To bring myself out into the spotlight and be different, I want to use the truth the R-Truth. We know of his legendary run going against Lil Jimmy and John Cena and Capital Punishment in 2011. We've never seen the height of that, especially with 24/7. What can he possibly do in this contest? But again, when you face someone as the great one, the People's Champ, the ESFL Mania, only one loss to his ESFL record, The Rock is coming into the building.
Yeah, there's a reason why so many of your competitors love The Rock. There's not many people in this game, save for maybe Brock Lesnar, that is as strong, as powerful, and is hard to put down as the People's Champ.
You know what's funny to me? I thought, initially when we started this league, I thought the main meta pick was going to be Roman Reigns. I thought everyone was going to be using Roman Reigns. That was going to be the big pick. But turns out it was The Rock. And we saw what he's done. He's been in multiple match of the event caliber matches in ESFLW history. The one against Walter, the one against Stone Cold Steve Austin. This one could be another classic for The Rock. Can he win it? He has a 33% chance, and EK Elitis is going to take that chance to the fullest and try to get a victory in this contest.
Minus my 8% chance. He got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. How deep cut. Anyway, I was going to say this. The Rock doesn't have to be in the contest, in the result to win, to lose this contest. So it really comes down to Shawn Michaels and R-Truth to find a way to make themselves a victory here. You can imagine if you're The Rock and you blink, you miss it, you're stunned, and you're walking away with an L. I don't think they want that to happen.
Yeah, and also, again, this is a triple threat, so it's not going to be like a single one-on-one competition where it's just you and your opponent. Now you have you, your opponent, and another opponent, along with like anything being legal. Tables, chairs, ladders, all that is legal, and you can fight outside the ring. So that also adds another element of danger when you go into a contest like this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, EK Elitis is The Rock. Rogue is Shawn Michaels, 97, and already a ref bunt. Our referees, do I have to give them a pay raise? Because I feel like our referees have been going through it. Because it's just been insane.
They deserve it.
You always got to do the clap. But already, A.O. Chevy using R-Truth right here. He got hit a little bit, but right now, as usually we see, The Rock is on top. And now you have to think, this is a good strategy. Going against the lowest rated character in the game and try to damage him as much as possible so you get him out of the way so you can possibly make it to a one-on-one matchup right here.
Yeah, that's the idea. Like, I know you want to pick on the lowest ranking character. I would too as well. But it really comes down to shocking the third opponent with a move that sends them out to the ring to give yourself a one-on-one time and hopefully square away a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And already we saw The Rock stun a little bit for maybe like a second. And now he's taunting R-Truth a little bit. And now we get a little bit of a 1v1. Chevy making his debut. We don't know much about his caliber and his way of fighting this matchup. But already showing up that he's ready to put an impact on The Rock. And already go for a Hurricanrana.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, the stewards here at ESFLW just don't pick yokels off the street. There's a reason why they got the call to be in the co-main, so I'm looking forward to see what they can do here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see Shawn Michaels attacking R-Truth. It seems like we see, I thought we were going to see a little bit of an alliance right there, as we usually see in triple threat matches, but it usually always breaks down as we see a power slam from Shawn Michaels, but gets hit with a jawbreaker. And now we're going to a Three Stooges situation where everyone was attacking each other, just one after another. It was kind of cool. But right now, we see the dancing moves, the splits into a nice punch on against The Rock and Chevy. You know what? It's surprisingly enough, R-Truth still has mostly all of his health, and he's closer to a signature compared to Shawn Michaels, who was about to get one himself.
This is what I'm talking about. When someone picks a character as offbeat as R-Truth, you got to watch out for the skill. If they're going to stun right now on the outside of the rope, dragon screw there by Shawn Michaels. Even though they're outside stunned on the rope, you got to watch out and not write them off.
Yeah, not write them off indeed. And I thought we saw a rock bomb from The Rock, but it was actually Uranage. Very different compared to his rock bottom, so not able to get the full impact just yet. But right now, we say EK Elitis kind of getting the brunt of the damage so far, and that's kind of a smart strategy for these guys. Attack The Rock, get him down, so when he uses his resiliency or he's trying to get out of pin attempts, maybe he'll be more susceptible to more damage. But right now, these one-on-one attempts, Shawn Michaels going against The Rock, Rogue against EK Elitis, is going to get disrupted by Chevy, but Chevy doing a nice job working on his opponents, and that gets a nice flatliner for his troubles.
Yeah, disruption doesn't begin to describe the chaos we've seen already in this contest. The ref took a bump. We have people on the outside. We're getting strikes. All I'm waiting on now are weapons.
Weapons indeed. I thought we were going to see a Falcon Arrow from R-Truth, but R-Truth gets hit with a German suplex with a nice counter, and now Shawn Michaels. Oh my! Oh, turn on his fair. Oh, I thought he was going for a sharpshooter, but he's going for a figure four leg lock. Shout outs to Ric Flair a little bit, but right now R-Truth trying to be a disruptor again. Oh, but gets hit with his own move right there as a missile dropkick while he was on the knees, working really well. And now with Degeneration X on his side, Shawn Michaels, he's more prone to go for weapons right here, but with a spine buster right there, that will stop his momentum in an instant.
Yeah, for a second there, you thought the Rock is down, the boys will play, but what we saw was an even exchange of strikes. It means that no one has the upper hand quite as yet.
Yeah, and there's a lot of parity in this contest right here. You see someone who's trying to be a power guy, someone trying to be agility, and tries to go for a springboard, but not able to get the dive off. But right now, fighting outside the ring, who does this bring more advantage to? I feel like it has to go to EK Elias with his proven knowledge in the ESFLW. But again, Chevy's proven a lot to me that knowledge can be gained instantly in a matter of moments when you're in the ESFLW ring.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, and I hate to make it like an easy thing, but The Rock gives you a lot of leeway as far as taking damage and find a path to victory here. So it really is on EK Elias to understand what needs to be done to put one of their two opponents away before they are in the contest to really surprise them with a result.
Yeah, and oh, good reversal from The Rock. He was going for the top row. I think he was trying to land on Shawn Michaels right there, but he goes for a float over DDT. And right now, springboard. Oh, trying to go for elbow, go for R2. I think The Rock thought it was going to him, but that's the dangers of a triple threat match. You never know who your opponent is going to be targeting at. So right now, we see Shawn Michaels. He is stunned. Rogue is outside the ring. Now it's Chevy and EK Elias trying to fight each other. And right now, oh, Flatliner! That's a finish! That's a finish right there! Chevy not going for the pin attempt right there. Oh, goes for a pin attempt right here. Can he actually get out of resiliency? He cannot. What's that, 1 count or a 2 count? I don't know how close that was.
That's 1.5 there from The Rock, but you know what? That's to be expected so early in this one. But I can't knock R-Truth for going for it, though. Why not?
Yeah, what? You gotta get him down. You need to find a way to get him to use his resiliency. I think R-Truth's the only one who may not have that perk, so it's all about him trying to wear down his opponents and maybe trying to have them fight each other like they're doing right now. This is huge for him. If he could get one of their opponents to use one of their last chances, that would be really helpful for R-Truth. And now he can find his way to get his way back in, but we see a rock bottom being landed. Now, what does R-Truth does? What does Chevy do? He tries to go for a clothesline right there. I think both guys try to go for it, but right now, not anyone taking advantage of it. That's the mind games that you have to see in this contest. It's not easy as going for your pin because you know opponent's just going to try to break it up right then and there.
Yeah, I understand not trying to go for the pin attempt, knowing full well you have the third opponent sitting there. But the fact that it was an opportunity that was kind of squandered, not even for the 2 count, it's kind of something I bet The Rock wouldn't have back.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, we've seen R-Truth. He has his signature. He's getting close to his finisher, but Shawn Michaels, if he's able to get a reversal, he has a sword finisher that he can use as he's in the center of the ring. Chevy goes back in, but now The Rock has something to say about it, but it actually stays out. He's actually watching the action a little bit, but now goes in, taking his leisurely time, and now, oh, I think both guys are trying to go after R-Truth, but now it's not really working. We're just seeing both guys hitting anything they could possibly see. Not thinking mostly of the mind games, but the big boo right there, that's working well for Chevy.
Yeah, absolutely working for Chevy. I mean, to tell you something, I didn't think for sure that R-Truth would be so much in this contest back taking a back body drop there. But I want to say one thing. Shawn Michaels is one of the competitors in this contest I thought would have been a lot further along, has been really struggling to find those kind of combinations that work out for them. As soon as you get 2 or 3 hits in there, they're broken up by both of their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Going to the middle row. Drop kick outside the rope for The Rock. R-Truth, Chevy, what a debut that he's having. The last time we see a debut like this was, I think, in ESFL W2, where we saw Renny Savage's burner come out of nowhere and able to win a triple victory against Hollywood Mud and another opponent. I think I'm the GOAT as well. But the fact that he's having this kind of ability and having the future, I think all the debuts that we're having so far is showing that no one should be thinking that any fight is going to be an easy fight. These are all big matches. These are all fierce. The Bears, as we see a big elbow, not landing a nice counter from R2. But that goes to say that everyone who fights in these contests with a sweet chin music or a flatliner or a rock bottom are able to have an opportunity in this match.
Yeah, ESFL is not for the faint of heart in the fact we have a new class of competitors that really have pushed the level of competition here. It says a lot about this organization and its future.
Yeah, absolutely. The future is nice and bright. But right now, what's nice and bright is for Shawn Michaels. He sees both of his opponents very hurt. He has a stored finisher. He has his signature, but he needs to watch out for The Rock because The Rock is about to have the same thing. Oh, but a sweet chin music will change everything. Oh, a neck breaker. That's huge, but a nice kip up. Smart move from Chevy. Oh, to a flatliner. Both guys are stunned. Both guys. Who does he pin? He doesn't pin anyone. He doesn't try to drain anybody's resiliency. He's going to try for The Rock right here. 1, 2. Oh, a 2 count. He had his pick of the litter right there, but he goes for The Rock after a little kick.
Hey, we all kind of scoffed and chortled and chuckled when R-Truth was selected, but so far, the only one that had both men down at the same time was, what the?
Yeah, what's up indeed? The kip up after a huge forearm from Shawn Michaels. And right now, sweet chin music on Chevy. Rogue hits it. Able to slam down. Oh, wait, The Rock is stunned. Oh, but I think he made a mistake. He wasn't trying to go for a pin. I think he was trying to get him out. Oh, that is such a huge mistake by Rogue. He could have easily pinned R-Truth right there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of hard with targeting, being in the corner the way you were. I've been in that situation, but I was definitely the wrong man to go for the pin attempt.
Yeah, that is tough when you're so close, and especially when you're in the corner right there. That was tough. But The Rock, EK Elitis, going back in, tries to go for a dropkick, misses. Shawn Michaels, Rogue, can he make himself famous here with a suplex? He is halfway through his finisher and signature. He's nowhere near close, but EK Elitis, he has a finisher. He goes for a duck around. He has seen the taste from EK Elitis. He was able to reverse the Rock bottom, but now The Rock, he needs to climb his way up back to a finish at the center of the ring. But now R-Truth is starting up. This is very close. Anyone could win this match right here in Novanta.
Well, this right here is breaking down all the worst ways. So many times we saw easy pin opportunities, and for whatever reason didn't happen. So I will say whoever loses this contest, and there will be 2 losers when it's all said and done, will have nothing but think about the opportunities where they could have walked away with their hands raised.
Yeah, and right now we're seeing counters upon counters. Everyone is doing their damage. Oh, a 2-for-1 dropkick right there. And oh, Rogue is stunned. Rogue is stunned. This is a chance for R-Truth. He has a finisher, able to get the reversal. Could he possibly do something? Goes for a jawbreaker right there. Not close to a stun yet. We don't know if Rock has resiliency yet. But right now, flatliner, not attempted. Oh, with a nice little flattery with the spine buster on the pine. But right now, tosses him to the corner. Could we see a finisher right here, Novanta?
Oh, finisher will what you need, but I don't think it's going to happen because the way it's been going right now, The Rock has pretty much weathered most of the offense from R-Truth. And let's see if they find a way to convert that into an opportunity for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, drop kicks, trying to keep your opponent down. Tries to go for a leaping elbow, The Rock does, but not able to land fully. Now, goes for the duck under. Every time you see him go for a duck under, you know he's going to try to go for a signature or a finisher. And I think the guys who have seen the ESFLW have seen that, scouting that, and it's been working to their benefit, able to reverse it. But when the people are fighting each other, The Rock will capitalize. But now, it's 1-on-1. Oh, but The Rock, he did. Oh, sweet chin music, not landing. Oh, but I thought we were going to see a rock bottom, but both guys going back and forth.
Well, back and forth it is. It really gives a chance for either one of them to really put themselves ahead with R-Truth on the outside, the most active person in this contest. Shawn Michaels, The Rock, who's going to want to hit their move first?
Oh, it will be Shawn Michaels. He goes for the pin. No rope breaks. 2. Oh, 3. Rogue with a sweet chin music, able to get the victory against EK Elitis in the debuting Chevy right there.
It was a race against time, but it was one sweet chin music out of nowhere. The Rock, 2 losses so far in recent memory, and R-Truth a valiant effort, but it was all Shawn Michaels when it was all said and done.
I am actually surprised. I thought EK Elitis was going to get the kick out. It seemed like it stopped like 2/3 of the way there, and it just didn't work. Maybe he thought R-Truth was going to break it up and he could save some of that energy. I don't know, but what do you take of it? I mean, you have to be impressed by all these competitors right here.
Yeah, it's one of the things about being on the receiving end of a finishing move so late in the matchup. Sometimes you have to press buttons faster than you think you do to make sure you force that kick out. I really thought it was kind of an underestimation of what needed to be done there. It was a mistake, pilot error if you want to, but that said, I don't want to take anything away from Shawn Michaels. It was a great win for them, a comprehensive win. I want to see what happens to them next.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see. I hope they sign up very soon because I feel like that whole matchup is going to be super, super exciting for what we're going to be seeing in the future of the ESFLW. But again, so many matches have happened. It's been incredible. It's been insane. But there's only one reason why we are here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the main event. And before we get into the Elimination Chamber match for the Xbox Series X ESFLW Championship. This Elimination Chamber match, we talked about so many times. What are you expecting from an Elimination Chamber? Are you expecting someone to form an alliance? Are you expecting every man for themselves when it comes down to it? Or are we just going to see chaos in general?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Kingsley, because on paper you're thinking, oh, it's going to be a brutal match. Yeah, that's table stakes. But what happens is what makes this match so unique is those waiting periods while the pods are being opened. So you're going to see 2 or 3 competitors try their hardest to get pinfalls as quick as they can, because the last thing you want is to have a traffic jam of human bodies in the middle of the ring. And if you're the last 2 pods to open, you want to be able to withstand and survive the competition. You're the freshest competitors there. Let's see if you can have some high impact moves and walk away with a win.
Absolutely. All right. Before we get things going, here's how we're setting down the whole thing. Jolly Green Giant lost the Royal Rumble in the previous ESFLW event. He has to put his title on the line against 5 other people. Those are Jinja, the #1 contender who is undefeated, going against Austin Gamer, JoJo, who won his match, Cryptomania, and Rasputin. All of these guys have beaten Jolly Green Giant in tag team competition or have a stake in the claim. So it's anybody's match. This is the biggest match that we had so far on the road to ESFLW Mania. So Novanta, people in the chat, live on Twitch and on YouTube on ESFL Gaming Channel. It's about that time. Let's get this main event going and get to the fighter selection lobby. As we see here, already some very interesting picks. We see Doink the Clown, Randy Orton, Goldberg, JoJo with his creator wrestler. We have yet to see 2 other selections. What are you expecting from the fighter selection for the other 2?
First thing first, I want to understand, is JoJo, like, is this face underneath the mask, or is the mask a logo of a face? I need to know what that is, but that's besides the point. But you said it yourself there, Kingsley. Each and every one of these competitors has a stake to that championship, and you can imagine doing the hard work of being undefeated and being the #1 contender and have to share the opportunity with other competitors. I know Jinja has a chip on their shoulder. Let's see this show out tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I think we saw the other selections. I think it was like Sento Escobar, which is very interesting. And then main event Jey Uso. That is absolutely insane. We're getting some good debuts here, ladies and gentlemen. But also, going back to your point about JoJo, I feel like he's like a fan of Nintendo in the Wii, and that was his like first console. So he was like, you know what? I love me. So let me just make it do.
Yeah, but is that a face or is that a mask of a face? That's the question. Because the face is really large. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I feel like it's the same situation like with Toad. Like, is it his head or is his hat? You just have to say yes. As the people are saying, as Goldberg will come out of the gates first. He will be inside one of the pods for the Elimination Chamber. And what a way to start out, as we're going to see some huge maneuvers coming out from this guy.
Yeah, on paper, that was the only way Goldberg has a way of losing his content is starting off first. But being in a pod, even though the pods are selected at random, gives Goldberg the extra edge, the extra energy to really put an impact here in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting. You can see the moment, the pressure, the intensity is coming out of Goldberg as he is getting himself prepared for the Elimination Chamber match. And again, with the stakes as big as they is, the title is on the line. The winner will possibly face in a main event match in ESFL W Mania. The stakes could not be bigger. And also, little tidbit, side note, away from that, JoJo told us in the chat that it's a mask and it's a memoji. So whatever that is.
You said it's like a Nintendo Wii thing. It's a me, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, is that an Apple thing? I feel like that's an Apple thing. I only have Samsung Android phone, so.
All right. Stop flexing. Okay.
What do you mean stop flexing?
I only got a Samsung. All right. No, we do flex more because we're definitely of a higher class. I'm just saying, don't flex what you have. I'm just
get your own earbuds and whatever. Don't even fit while they're headphones. But again, going back to the contest, we know that Goldberg is in one of the pots. Santos Escobar being used in this contest right here. This is a very interesting choice for the Elimination Chamber, but I get it. The luchador aspect very heavily favors someone who could be in the Elimination Chamber. You could go up and down. You can use the ropes to maneuver your way and find the space to land your moves. I feel like this is a really good choice for one of our competitors.
Oh, you said it yourself. Not only is Santos Escobar the answer to what happens when Rey Mysterio retires, Santos Escobar has a very good hybrid style. He's a lucha through and through, but can definitely be a powerhouse when need be.
Absolutely. And right now, just staring at the face of the chamber walking in, seeing the tall. That's why I wish we had music, because that music hit so much. I remember being there live and hearing it. I was like, yeah, I can pop this. This is good. I put it around with like the Walter theme music as well. But look at him staring over the pods, knowing that he's going to be one of these trap cages. You have to think it's very claustrophobic when you go into the chamber, as he's going to one of the adjacent pods next to Goldberg right here, as we will get the names in soon. But just look at the cage. You have to think it's pretty daunting going inside the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, absolutely. You have these plans of being able to knock around 5 other competitors, but when you're in a pod and you're basically at beholdens to see which pod's going to get called, you get kind of antsy watching everyone hit themselves over the head with things.
Yeah, and here we go. The creepiest clown on the block. I do not like it at all. Doink the Clown is here to be our new champion.
Leave clowns alone. Leave clowns alone.
He just sprayed our cameraman. You can't do that. Come on.
Clowns are honest people. It is, just normal folks like you and I that has a job. I don't know. Are you going to start yelling at baristas too over at Starbucks? Come on.
I love baristas. I'm just saying he squirted a flower into a very expensive camera. That will cost like thousands of dollars, okay?
Well, they should have known. A giant flower on a lapel is going to have a spray in it, Kingsley. Come on.
It had a smiley face. What were we supposed to know about it? But him looking into the cage, into the chamber, he knows that he's going to be in one of the pods. He has to wait, sit, and stew, and see other opponents fight each other into this contest. So you have to think, the more he stays into that pod, the more angry he's going to get. And that's just going to put out a lot of energy when he goes into the chamber.
Clowns don't get angry. Anyway, hashtag Doinkmania. Doink, 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 doink.
Don't get that trending. If that's a hashtag, I swear to God. No Doinkman. He will be buried. I swear to God. But speaking of someone who is not going to get buried, it is very much an ESFLW pick. The Viper incarnate, Randy Orton. We know what he could do in the ESFLW, but the fact that he's going against not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 people in a chamber, there's not really many places to escape and slither around. What do you think his chances are going to be going into this Elimination Chamber match?
I would try to be as cautious as I can to wait till my pod is called. This is the last pod that's going to be in there. So, Jay is going to start this contest. And so be able to analyze your opponent. And when that pod door opens, to really hit your impactful moves is how Randy Orton gets ahead there tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, side note, I saw in the chat that someone is hashtag Doinkmania. Okay, can we, mods, can we do something, please? My God, we're just a bunch of renegades here. My God.
Wait, man's running riot, brother.
Oh, God. I hate it here. But now I hope Randy Orton hits 5 RKOs against Doink. Now I'm against, the way you're against Edge, now I'm against Doink, okay?
Wow, but Doink's a legend.
He is not a legend. He is a clown.
What a hater.
I'm not a hate. I'm not a hater. I'm someone who loves good wrestling. And speaking of good wrestling, Randy Orton is going to take the final pod in this circumstances. So right now, our next two competitors is going to be main event Jey Uso and I forgot
Optimus JoJo.
Optimus JoJo is going to be starting out. I think he's going to be the first one. So right now we have the main event Uso, who wasn't technically in the main event Elimination Chamber last night. What can he possibly do? Can he get the job done and get the title onto the hands of his competitor right here?
Well, there's many different strats when it comes to Elimination Chamber, but if I'm anyone, I would try to get that pin for the first one as quick as possible before two pods open. That is your main objective, because once fresh bodies enter the contest, your odds of winning drastically go down.
Yeah, absolutely. They go down, but they're not out. There's always a saying. So you're telling me there's a chance. Can Jey Uso go off of the shadow, move away from it of the bloodline? Can he get a title for his guy in the ESFLW? Can we see a main event Jey in ESFLW Mania? We will have to see, but there's still one more person, and that is Optimus JoJo using his creator wrestler. Sometimes he has gotten a bad rep. Sometimes he has gotten so many things, but he has won many matches. He has won his opportunity to be in this Elimination Chamber. As we see Jey looking around, he knows he has one more person to face, and that is Optimus JoJo as he makes his way to the chamber.
Well, first of all, hashtag Doinkmania. And second of all,
No!
if ESFLW was IRL, Optimus JoJo would have a bunch of injuries. The way there's a complete disregard for their body, coming off the top rope and using their own self as a lance to fight these contests. But you know what? When you have these victories stacked against you, something must be going right. Optimus JoJo has a monumental task in front of him, and frankly, I think they can do it, which is crazy for me to say.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Everyone has a chance, but when you're in the first and second positions and you're starting out the match, as you said, your odds go drastically low. So what can you do? Do you try to bring up someone of alliance? Can you try to find a way to hold it off till you get another person into the match outside the pods? There's a lot of variables when you're going into a contest like this. And with the biggest six of them all, the Xbox Series X ESFLW Championship is on the line. Here we go. Elimination Chamber. ESFLW 5 is underway with the main event. Let's go.
Two competitors start off in the matchup, and after a few seconds or a few moments, pods will be open. It's definitely a pinfall to be eliminated. The last person standing gets to have all the spoils. And right now, main event Jey Uso and Optimus JoJo, rocking the nice bright purple, are about to start up. I think so. They are just taking the sweet old time to make that happen.
Yeah, you can feel the anxiousness, the tenacity of just who is going to make the first move. And you can see JoJo sucker his opponent and hit with a sweet pin, super kick right there. But right now, this is going to be the plan. So we know that Jey Uso is Cryptomania. Cryptomania needs to find a way to get JoJo out of his momentum, because right now JoJo, he's kind of playing smart. I can't follow for that. But again, the time is low, and we will see another person being in. Who is going to be the next person in the chamber match? We'll have to find out.
This puts an odd dynamic on having a third person in this kind of a setup. Let's see.
Oh boy, it is Goldberg, and Goldberg is being controlled by Rasputin. Rasputin has a chance to just wait it out a little bit. It's an odd number, but what the hell are you doing, Goldberg? Why are you going on top? Oh my God. Okay, we're just going crazy, huh? You're not gonna dive. There's no way. You're a coward. You're not gonna do it. There's no way.
Wow.
Right. No Vanta, he's not gonna do it, right?
I mean, why should he? Goldberg's walking the cat rope. Okay, whatever, dude. I just see the things I think Goldberg can actually do. But I was going to say, accidental smash to no one in particular. I was going to say, when you have the third person in these kind of matchups, it really is an advantage of the fresher man. So if I was Goldberg, I would start hitting some impact moves right now. But Jey Uso saw it, caught it, telegraphed it, and has an answer.
And this is what Jey Uso needs to do. He needs to be on the up and up and get ready for the next opponent, because we're just flying through these pods. Who will be the next person coming in? And it will be... Oh, here we go. Okay, let's... Everyone, just destroy Doink, okay? Let's just not have this happen. I don't care if I'm biased or anything.
Wow.
There we go. Goldberg trying to hit off Doink. Oh, Doink with a nice hit with a super kick right there as Austin JG Gamer is using Doink the Cloud. Let's see what he can do. Well, right now, Jey Uso working really well against Optimus JoJo. JoJo already in red health, and then he's going taunting with the crowd. I thought he was going to go up to the top row. Oh, but look at that! A low blow from Doink the Clown. This is your champion.
Hey, no low blows. There's no disqualification. That was within the rule books. Doink read it from front to back to understand what needs to be done. I'm saying when Doink wins this match, and they will, I want you to say all hail King Doink. You hear that from me? Thanks.
Oh boy. Well, here we go. We are almost every single competitor being a chamber match. Who is the next competitor that's going to the matchup? And it will be Jinja. Jinja is coming in with Randy Orton, and he will be our second to last guy to enter the ring. It's really fresh. So that means our champion, Jolly Green Giant, using Santo Escobar, will be the final competitor. And that has to be a nice advantage for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Advantage for Santos Escobar is paramount, but let's see if they find a way to convert. But you said it before, going to this matchup, it's really Jinja's match to lose, being undefeated, to be able to show the world they deserve to be the champion. Now's the time for them to show out and have a couple eliminations to their tally.
Oh, you see that delicious, that amazing shoulder block from Goldberg onto Doink. That was amazing.
It was
you
alright.
see Doink on the, it was 5 stars, I tell you. Again, Doink the Clown, bring them down. That is what you need to see. But right now, Jey Uso kind of getting face off against JoJo Renny, but he'll leave him alone. Because right now, in 2 seconds, the champ has entered the chamber and he's out in the wild. Now, can he survive all 5 competitors and be the current champion, the reigning champion for ESFL Mania?
Yeah, definitely. Elimination rules matches are now in effect. Pinfall is going to happen pretty much everywhere the referee can get to. Santos Escobar is the fresher competitor, but we've seen right now there's a fine line between being fresh and being in red health.
Yeah, and everyone has a dance partner now. And you can see oh my God, what a spine buster. And you see Goldberg, Rasputin doing such a nice job getting some counters off. But right now, we see in the corner JoJo also trying to face Randy Orton, and not really getting much. But we see a nice suplex from Jey Uso. There's a lot of action happening here. It's hard to keep up. But right now, who's going to try to trail up and try to pick off an opponent while they're on the ground, while Doink gets a nice reverse suplex?
I'm just saying, man, that's my childhood dream coming true, is having Doink manhandle Goldberg. Write that down. That never happened in WCW, baby.
You know, you see my pen and notepad? Nope, not doing it. Just doing it away.
Hate.
Not hate, just realist. I'm a realist. But you see Goldberg, I thought Santo Escobar would go up the cage a little bit more, but we see that Rasputin, he wants to go high fly. He wants to go crazy, and Doink is following him on the top of the chamber. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, and I guess Luchaberg stands alone. Here comes
Oh my God! And that is a huge splash on top of the chamber pod, and that has to hurt Doink so much as he is stunned. And right now, he's going for the jackhammer, ladies and gentlemen. Will we see it right here? Boom! Jackhammer lands. This has to be it. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out.
Let's go, Doink. It's Doink Mania, baby. Doink Mania. Let's do this.
Rasputin, I need you. Do the thing. Do the thing and end it. Oh, but we see Jey Uso hitting with a super kick, trying to end it for JoJo. JoJo has nothing low. Can he use resiliency? No, he kicks out with 2.5, so he keeps up resiliency, so that's very good for him. But right now, we see Goldberg, Rasputin fighting each other. What can you say else about this action right here, Veta?
Yeah, I'm not sure if JoJo's considered being busted open, but that was a super kick and a half. I thought for sure they'd be the first one eliminated in their own lobby, but they had other plans. Santos Escobar's having a tough time against Randy Orton, the Viper, right now. It's going to work, and we all know somehow Goldberg himself has met his match against Doink the Clown. This is the stuff I live for, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Jey Uso. He did land a Samoan drop against JoJo right here. Oh, but a nice! I think that was a variation of the RKO right there from Randy Orton. Ninja is going to try to pin the champ. He's going to try to pin the champ. Is that actually it? No, only a 2 count. We almost got close to seeing a new champion be crowned. Like, if Jolly Green Giant's out, he is out of this match. Protect the count. Oh my God. Okay, 2 count on Goldberg. This is getting a little bit too crazy. Now we're getting to the territory where everyone's going for the pin.
Yeah, I did not really think the freshest competitor, Santos Escobar, was so close to being eliminated first. That would have thrown the whole dynamic and rankings out of the window. But you're right. It's breaking down, and it's breaking down fast, and I wouldn't have it either way.
And JoJo hit his finisher against Jey Uso. The referee is counting 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Jey Uso, Cryptomania is still alive in this matchup. We saw both competitors start off. And wait, I think that was RKO for Renny Orton. Only a 2 count. Jolly Green Giant is such in trouble. And now we see a wake-up time. Can Jolly Green Giant survive this? He can. He is able to get a reversal. While we see Doink the Clown on top of the chamber pod. Everyone's just so spread out. It was Doink the Clown doing. Doink the Clown on the champion. My God.
Santos Escobar wasn't looking for that, trying to get a bit of respite from Goldberg, or Randy Orton, excuse me, and just got caught by Doink the Clown. Champ is down. This right here is not good for them.
Austin JG Gamer using Doink the Clown was able to get a nice slam, and now Jey Uso. What the hell? Cryptomania. Okay, we saw it landed twice. You can't do it again. You guys are crazy wild people. Okay?
Oh, it's good. Cover.
Cover. Oh, we can cover. Oh, Goldberg. Everyone's trying to get rid of the champion. Everyone's trying to get him out. Jey Uso crashes and burns outside the ring, trying to go out against JoJo. But right now, you have to think, what does Jolly Green Giant need to do? He's using Santos Escobar. He's at the center of the ring. You think he has to leave away from the action a little bit? Maybe try to let it breathe. Try to have both of these competitors trying to fight each other.
Usually I would agree with you, but the thing about the Elimination Chamber there, Kingsley, there's nowhere to go. When you're the champion, there is a giant target on your back. Feather your cap even to be able to eliminate the champ.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, we're seeing the lowest competitor is Optimus JoJo, but he's putting in some work. The rest of the guys, Santos Escobar being very close, even though he was the last competitor inside the pod. Jey Uso kind of midway through, while Renny Orton and Doink the Clown have the best health so far in this matchup, even though they were the 4th and 5th competitor. But right now, Doink the Clown going for an airplane spin around on JoJo, trying to get him down, spins him around. Will he go for a minute? He will. We have a cover. Doink the Clown. 2. Oh, only a 2 count.
2.5. Optimus JoJo's probably bringing a sigh of relief there. I'm not sure how many kickouts they have after a move quite like that.
We have a bunch of spider monkeys called Talladega Nights. As we see Renny Orton. Oh, he gets a champion. He gets it. Wait, Jey Uso. Is he seeing an opportunity? He's looking up like he's Batman up there. Scream. Oh, crashes, burns again. Wait, Santos, Jolly Green Giant. Oh my God. No, wait. Oh, 2 count. Very close. Doink the Clown tries to crash and burn. Not even to get anything. Goldberg's going back up too. Oh, super kick landing.
This could be it. This is it.
Oh my God.
He caught him flush. Champ? He caught him flush.
No way.
He did.
Oh, bro. JoJo. Wait, what? Oh my God, Goldberg. My God. So, what?
JoJo saved Santos' life. I don't know what happens there, but I think JoJo's earned himself a milkshake for doing that.
Yeah, do you think there could be an alliance? Could there be collusion in the background that we don't know about? Why would JoJo try to help the champ? That's so interesting.
That is interesting to say the least, but I know in Elimination Chambers, there's no room for alliances.
Right, but you know, there's like 5 other competitors you have to think. Could be like the reality series Survivor. Do you make alliances? Do you try to protect someone that might help you in the end? But who knows? But Doink the Clown is chasing JoJo. Austin is trying to find him, but he's not able to get it. But right now we have a pit cover. Pit cover. Cryptomania. Can he eliminate Jim? No. That could be resiliency. I don't know, but it was just a simple pin cover. But right now Goldberg kind of in trouble against Renny Orton. I think Renny Orton has a finisher. He has 2. And right now he has a clothesline against Goldberg. Goldberg, Rasputin, is in a little bit of trouble. Gets hit with a nice vicious punch right there. And right now Escobar, he's still finding a way. Oh, he's trying to go after Renny Orton. He's trying to go after Jinja. He knows Jinja is kind of a threat right now. He's undefeated, and he has the most health out of all these competitors. So what can you do to get Renny Orton down with his health?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Being the #1 contender, being undefeated, and being the one that's the freshest daisy in this garden says a lot about what Jinja has been doing to get themselves primed here. So if anyone's going to do an alliance, it would be to get Randy Orton out of this contest.
Yeah, and right now you can see the action being put in play from Mania using Jey Uso. He is trying to get Randy Orton in the center of the ring and just toss him to the wolves so he gets hurt even more. Oh, drop. Wait a minute. What happened there? It seemed like we were going for a leg drop, but nothing really happening there. And now Randy Orton is going to take advantage. And right now, everyone spread out. Not really using the action. And wait a minute. They're not really doing much. I think they're trying to get Jolly Green Giant out, but Dr. Cloud's trying to disrupt the action as he attacks JoJo. But now we're going back into the dance routine.
Yeah, it looks like JoJo was trying to get a bit of a breather there. Cat knocked him with that. They had a weak health situation, but Dwight cuts that off in the pass. And JO is just knocking Goldberg with some shuffles in a right hand. Drops Goldberg.
He drops Goldberg indeed, but Santo Escobar is also in trouble as well. We have both two competitors outside the ring. Oh! A nice finisher from Jolly Green Giant. The champion is shining through. He's going to have some... Oh my God, is he actually going to land it? He lands it again! That's a pin count!
Phantom Driver.
Phantom Driver!
Ooh.
Oh, but only a 2 count. Thank you for the call of that finisher. I forgot what the name of it was. But Jolly Green Giant, that is why he's the champion right there. Even though it might seem scary, this is the reason why he's champ. He's able to go through these, go through your doors, but he does it with RKO! Oh my God, Jinja, number 1 contender. Can he eliminate the champ? He does! We're gonna have a new champ! Oh my God!
We're going to have a new champ, the first to fall, and that says a lot. The number 1 contender did a little bit of a side quest to pin the current champion, and now is there for the taking.
So what that means is that for ESFL W Mania, whoever wins the Xbox Championship will be a new person. Whoever wins this will have a guaranteed slot in ESFL W Mania. That is huge stakes. And now you can see the gas pedal being pushed to 1,000,000. And JoJo hits Start the Cloud. Yes, and Doink Mania. And Doink. What in the hell are you doing, Cryptomania? Why in the hell?
Well, I'm happy, but I'm flabbergasted. I'm not sure why they did that, because Doink deserves to win this. Doink Mania, baby, is running wild.
I don't understand. I think when you go into the chamber, your mind just gets all crazy and everything. But why in the world you could be a new chamber? Oh, with Spanish Fly onto Randy or JoJo. You know, it shocks me that Santos Escobar was the last person in the chamber, and he was the first one eliminated. While the first person in the chamber is doing so well against someone who came in 5th. This is absolutely chaos.
It doesn't shock me at all, because we noticed as soon as Santos came out, everyone had moves stored up. It was super kicks and slams and jackhammers. It was an absolute onslaught for the former champ, which means it tells you that they weren't the best or most beloved person in that locker room.
Yeah, I guess the locker room is a very political place. We know that for sure. But right now, Goldberg trying to fly like a spider monkey, tries to go for accidental, not able to land. And right now, Doink in the center of the ring, trying to attack Goldberg right now. And Rasputin is getting a brunt of it. But right now, we see, oh, here we go. Jackhammer attempt number 2. Doink the Clown. Doink Mania. It's over.
Kick out.
Over.
Kick out. Oh, swear to God, kick out. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, clowns and bunnies exist, and clowns find a way to get out of that one. Wow.
What? Oh no. Are we? Hopefully, please, connection. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and oh, okay. So we're getting news.
No problem. No problem.
When someone leaves the match, if they get eliminated, it goes for a little bit of connection. But everything is good. But right now, we saw just moments before, Renny with hitting RKO. Dark Mania is over. Yes. You're welcome, people.
I want you to know that Kingsley is the biggest hater on the planet. He hates clowns, sprinkles, parades, and cotton candy. Oh my goodness. Thanks so much, Doink. You still got it.
You know what?
You still got it.
I will say, as professionalism and respect, Austin Gamer chose an unorthodox pick, and he was able to do a lot of great things, and hopefully we'll see him in the future. But JoJo able to hit a finisher on Kryptonite King. Will he actually get it? No, only a 2 count. So far, who we have in the match is Kryptonite King as Jey Uso, Optimus JoJo as himself. We also have Goldberg as Rasputin, And then also the #1 contender, Jinja, is still in the match. 4 competitors remain. Who was going to be the last person standing in this contest?
Yeah, everyone has a bit of a path to victory. Optimus JoJo being themselves, starting #1, wants to win that. Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, someone has been written off IRL and in the game as a character. They can win it. Goldberg is arguably the strongest competitor in this contest based on skills alone, and the #1 contender's undefeated in Randy Orton. This can go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, JoJo is just getting in front of like both people attacking him right now, but he's getting a nice counter. And you know, it's smart play by Cryptomania, playing outside a little bit, just let him work on it, just let him cook. And then you see Austin JG Gamer, even though he was eliminated, so he had left the session, so only 4 people remained, and the connection is real good. And right now, everyone spread apart, just waiting their wings. This is when it gets a little bit real here, Noventa. The title is within their grasp. They have eliminated 2 people. Can they find a way to get back into the good graces and find a way to get that title? Oh, but JoJo trying to go up high. Renner is going to disrupt that. Goes for RKO. Lands right there. Jinja, will he eliminate JoJo? JoJo will be eliminated.
This right here was an opportunity to get away, got in the cage, just came down, got caught, and that was the mistake needed. So much promise there for JoJo, and it's all for naught. RKO by Jinja seals the deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, Cryptomania, Rasputin, and Jinja are the last people remaining. Half the field has been eliminated. Who will be into ESFL W Mania as the champion? Oh, we see a super kick being attempted by Jey Uso, but Renny are able to get the quick strike in, and now we're seeing punches being flown across, and now working on the spine again with that little maneuver right there. No, right now, Rasputin tries to get Randy Orton, but now it's going back to back, and Randy Orton throws Goldberg. You know, I thought he was going to go for a pop-up RKO, but not able to land it. Oh, and a nice maneuver from Jinja.
Well, we're down to the final 3, and Jey Uso, the Iron Man, as of yet, started match #1, and it's really much gone the distance. Their resiliency is something to be proud of, but that clothesline is not. Takes a full flush from Goldberg, and this could be it right now. Goldberg sets up Jey Uso, probably go for some heavy-hitting moves off the ropes and throws him out of the outside.
Yeah, it throws him out. Oh, my RKO! RKO! Oh, my God! 1, 2. Oh, Rasputin was almost eliminated, but it's able to kick out from 2.99999. But right now, Randy Orton still has a signature, so he's still able to do some damage. But right now, Jey Uso playing outside, and this is smart. Let these both competitors fight each other. He has a finisher. He can pick his opponent. But wait a minute. Are they teaming up? Oh, what a nice kick, a nice punt. Oh, they're teaming up! They're trying to eliminate Rasputin! Little teamwork, little collusion, and that would, oh my God! It's a kick out of Noventa!
I never saw anyone kick out of the punt like that, but a punt and a splash, superhuman strength from Goldberg.
I am shocked. That should have been it. They gave me the same pop-off that I saw when Shawn Michaels kicked Undertaker with the super kick, and we saw the pedigree in WrestleMania 28. I thought that was it, but I guess it's not. We keep it going. We keep it rolling as Jey Uso is the last man technically standing right now, but he stops to the crowd, and both guys are standing up. That could be a mistake as both guys are attacking him now with a nice clothesline for Rasputin. Rasputin doing such a nice job, lifting him up and throwing him away right there.
Well, we're within the time of pleasantries and handshakes. Everyone wants this contest to end, and Goldberg's put out everything in the arsenal to get themselves a little bit of advantage there. But again, I said it before and I'll say it again. Got to commend Jey Uso, and was finding a way to escape. Almost everything is thrown at him today.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you said in the beginning, or before, that he started out this match and he's in the final 3, and he had a chance to be in the final 2. He still has that chance, but the fact that he's put on such an amazing show, this is the reason why they call him Main Event Uso and Main Event Kryptonite King into Cryptomania. Can he do it? Can he finish his story? He is attacking Rasputin, who is also in his own merit, doing so well, even though he's getting hit a lot right now. He is putting on some work and staying durable in this contest.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't paying attention. I was buying Doink Mania shirts. So
oh my God!
What a splash! What a splash out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere. We see him creeping up on the top of the cage, but who knows who he was going to attack. But now, Rasputin, stunned, getting hit with everything. Oh, wait, turnabout's fair play. Spanish fly from Jey Uso. I never seen him do that before.
I don't know, man.
But right now, we see, I wonder, is he thinking about the #1 contender, Jinja? He has the best health. He could do so. Oh, he sidesteps the super kick. And he goes for a KO.
Oh my gosh. Ginger's been absolutely lethal as Randy Orton. That's just a good technical use of that finisher.
That is huge. The stun meter is still there. And oh, it's a jackhammer. And I think Jinja is going to let it play out. Main event, Jey Uso might have just gotten down to the bottom of the card. As we see what in the hell? From where? Where is
this,
his
AEW?
spirit?
What the hell's going on here?
Where is his fighting spirit coming from? Jey Uso, Cryptomania has been going through the ringer. All these guys have been going through the ringer. But Jinja has to be thinking, what does he need to do? He has worked with both of these guys trying to get him pinned, and it's not working.
Oh man, jackhammer 1 count. That wasn't in Goldberg's contract at all. But find a way to do it. Jey Uso has it. We're still at 3. It is really much the length of this match has gone on. Almost the majority of it has been these 3 competitors here.
Yeah, and again, this is why this is the main event of ESFL W5. I am here, Kingsley, as your host and commentator, alongside Ms. Novanta, live here on Twitch and on YouTube with our WWE 2K League. This is what it's all about. For the championship, one of these members will be going to ESFL W Mania 3.
Luchaberg!
Luchaberg, wow. Excuse me, ESFL Mania. But these guys, they know what's at stake, and they're going to put it all out on the line. But right now, Jinja has to start. He has a finisher. Goldberg also has 2 finishers with a super kick right there. But Randy Orton not able to find a way to take advantage.
Oh man, taking advantage is something that we've tried in practice, but every time someone tries to do something, there's always a foot to the face that stops any kind of momentum.
Yeah, and right now, middle of the ring, Rasputin, Jinja facing each other, while Cryptomania doing the smart play, avoiding all the strikes, waiting to pick his spots. He sees Goldberg, goes for a super kick, not even land. It doesn't track, but he's attacking Goldberg now. Goldberg, German suplex, landing on Goldberg. But now Randy Orton, he's up, he's starting, he has a finisher, but not going to use RKO just yet. Maybe he'll use it right here, Novanta.
I don't think you should right now. You'll be able to knock down Jey Uso, have him pack in the black to make that RKO the last one that you need to put him away.
Yeah, and you see Goldberg falling away, going outside the ropes, but going back inside. Maybe he sees an opportunity. Maybe he sees, like, maybe we could get Jey Uso out. Maybe Cryptomania doesn't need to be a part of this match. He's about to be stunned, too. Oh, he's very close. Wait, are they fighting each other? Oh, wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Jey Uso was close to his son, but now they're going to fight each other.
Well, we saw it before, an opportunity to get Jey Uso stunned and tried to go away from it, but I guess Eagle's gotten away in that exchange, and now it's Randy Orton and Goldberg. Tilt-a-whirl slam.
And again, every superstar has their finisher. Even Renny and Goldberg have their signature, but again, the stored finishers are going to be very, very interesting. What they use, what they implement. Right now, Renny Orton just working on the head of Goldberg, trying to bust them open, while Jey Uso is cheering. But who knows what's going to happen here? Oh, but oh, he taunted too much, and an RKO! Oh, the eagle right here. 1, 2, Cryptomania is eliminated. Jinja versus Rasputin are the final 2.
Wow, championship on the line. A new champion will be crowned. Imagine if Jinja was able to go and defeat 5 other men, being the #1 contender. That would be a pure ace when it comes to being a champion, but takes a power slam. Goldberg has an opportunity. Let's see if they convert it here.
Yeah, let's see. The opportunities are vast. Both guys have finishers. Both guys have signatures. Oh, wait a minute! Renny Orton stunned! Jack Hammer! Time! It was a little bit delayed, but he's got it. Oh my God, he's gonna do it again? What? Oh, maybe he's worried about the resiliency, but he's gonna do it again. Trying to put emphasis, saying, I am the new champion with Goldberg again. Hammer time! Hammer time! Rasputin! No! Kick out!
What is in that man's drink to kick out at 1 after 2 jackhammers?
2 jackhammers were not enough. Jinja was the #1 contender. Can he move off from that status and be the world champion, the Xbox Series X champion? Can he do it? But now he's taunting Goldberg. He's taunting Rasputin. Rasputin needs to find a way to counter. But the chops, the 2 stuns. He wants to end it right here. He has a chance. But is he gonna lift him up? Yes, he is. Here we go. You know those 3 deadly ladders are coming up soon.
Pop
up! RKO! That has to be it. Jinja from #1 contender is your new Xbox Series X champion.
Well, we saw it there. Both men went back and forth, but it took the nice and smart play of doing the 2 chops in the corner to get Goldberg stunned, and then it was stupid pop-up RKO, and we have ourselves a new champ.
We have a new champion in this contest. He was undefeated going into the matchup, and he was able to pull out the victory and become 5-0. And we only had 5 events, so he's been money from the jump. And I know a lot of the competitors were trying to talk in the back, saying that they're not too happy about this decision. So we'll have to see what happens at ESFLW Mania. So far we have a new champ. Two new champions. Oh my God! PS4 has a new champion, and now Xbox Series X has a new champion as well. Nuvanta.
It is a hard thing to do to not only win a championship, but retain. And we saw that in the Elimination Chamber and our open contest today. So good luck to our new champions when it comes to ESFLW Mania. The target will now be on your back.
The targets, excuse me. So many crazy things have happened. I'm losing my words. But we're getting news right now. Since there's targets on the champion's back, we finally have the announcement of Hollywood Mud's decision. And I'm getting word from the back that, you're never going to guess this. Novanta, we have an announcement. And Hollywood Mud has made his decision. And he is saying that he will go against no one. Because he's going for the PS5 championship for ESFLW Mania. So that means, ladies and gentlemen, the main event, he is going for the PS5 title. So he will have a competitor that he needs to face against for that title. So he's not going for any of the current titles. He's going for the vacant PS5 ESFLW title right there in Novanta.
And it's a smart play. You know, you're going to be king of the mountain. Why not start your own legacy in your own mountain? This is ESFLW Mania, the biggest event on the card for the year. Why not start on top?
Yeah, absolutely. And so that means for the PS4 champ, DJ, he needs to find a new opponent. We're going to have to find him a new opponent for his contest. So we're going to have 3 title matches for ESFLW Mania. Guaranteed, Hollywood Mud is going to face for the PS5 title. We know that Jinja is going to have to defend his title against someone. Maybe Jolly Green Giant. He's still the Money in the Bank winner. He never cashed that in. Could he cash it in for ESFLW Mania? We will have to find out in our Discord. And also DJ, the new champion, he will also have to defend it as well. And there's so many people who made their debuts who have 1-0 records. So a lot of things are going to be happening in our Discord and on our events here in Novanta. How excited are you for next month in March 19th, ESFLW Mania? That's going to be a big show right there.
Yeah, I don't think excited begins to describe the magnitude of this event. Look, this is only the event number 6 coming down the pipe, and already ESFLW has established itself as a player in the game. And of course, hashtag Doink Mania. I'm getting the shirts ordered. It's going to be a big one, baby.
I swear to God, if we see Doink at ESFLW Mania, I know what you guys are thinking. You can sign up in our Discord. You could be a part of the card. But if I see any one of you use Doink the Clown in one of our matches, I I will break my pen. I don't know if I can actually break
Going
it, but
to the
I
cloud.
will find a way to ruin you. Again, along with ESFLW Mania, along with the cards that we have for Undisputed, for the UFC, and along with WWE, there's a lot of things happening. You can join our Discord to sign up for all of them to be a part of this amazing community. But again, there's going to be, along with those 3 title matches and along with those cards, we still have 3 new announcements that we're going to be unveiling for ESFLW Mania that are going to be announced at that event. So 3 new announcements, 3 title matches, and a new game, Noventa. WWE 2K23 is coming out like the week of ESFLW Mania. How excited are you for like war games and all that stuff?
War games. You know what? I don't know what version to get. So let me know in the chat below which ones I should splurge on. But yeah, man, this last year, though, this year's game edition really put everything in perspective of how good WWE games could be. The right path was there. I played GM mode almost nightly. So a new iteration tells me I'm in 100%.
We gotta do like a one-on-one GMO because I feel like that would be a very competitive like GMO that we could do. Hopefully we get online in the patch, please. I'm praying. Give us details of my GMO, please. That'd be amazing. But before we go, because we are done with our event, we are on to the next month, March 19th. That's where you can find us again for ESFLW Mania. Noventa, where can they find you, man, on the socials?
Oh yeah, Twitter and on that Instagram at Novanta RL. That's NOVANTARL. Say what up.
Yeah, say what up. Shout outs to Mitch Mosley, Blue Tiger. He is not going to be here for this event, but he will be here next event, and you're going to love him as well. And you can find these guys at the Rocket League scene as well. These guys are amazing commentators, and I would love to do more wrestling events with them. Maybe do a Rocket League stream. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
We'll figure out. You can find me on Twitch, King BKR316. You can also find me on Twitter, King AHTK. All hell the king. I know it's happy. But yeah, that's our event. Shout out to the people in the back for helping us out, Rangel and everyone doing production. Packet, shout out to you. But that is it for the ESFL, ESFLW. We will see you guys for ESFLW Mania. Have a good one and have a good night. Peace out, guys.